like that.
What's Thirsty Thursday?
Yeah, I like that. I like a little noise.
Girlfriend, you were so on.
I miss Marianne Williamson. It's not the same. I forgot there was a debate last night. I forgot about it.
Dude. I was watching Tulsi Gabbard clips on the way in. I totally forgot that there was a debate last night. Actually, I didn't know it to begin with.
I found out, I think halfway through, and then I was like, I think I'll just leave wrestling on and watch the clips later.
How many were there in the debate?
8-ish? Does that sound about right? Maybe 8? No, Tulsi was there.
Yeah.
The homie Cory Booker was there. Mayor Petey was there. Obviously, Biden and Warren. Kamala Harris.
Bernie.
Yeah.
How'd Biden look? Did he rail against marijuana again? What an ass.
Jim, it's like... when I look at Biden now, I almost get the feeling like somebody's taking advantage of one of my parents. Like that right. You know, I'm looking at this person who used to be a powerful man, a vibrant guy, respected, who would go in and command authority in a room. And now I'm just watching this guy that you can't help. I feel like everybody on the stage is laughing at him.
Well, he shouldn't be there.
I feel like everybody in the audience is laughing at him. I feel like the moderators are laughing at him.
Do we have any good clips of Biden?
There's a couple. There was 2 where he just got nailed. Once, he got nailed on stage. And the second time, nobody on stage mentioned what had happened. But the whole world, he started trending on Twitter because he was so stupid what he said.
I didn't see it.
Okay, so what do you want to see? I want
to see him get nailed first. Which is
people
better?
On stage.
Which is better?
They're both.
All right, let's see him get nailed by someone on stage.
They're both very embarrassing. Okay, well, Cory Booker, unfortunately for Joe Biden, Cory Booker brought up the fact that Joe Biden is not in touch with the black community.
Oh.
And he took Joe Biden to task, saying that marijuana should not be legalized proves that he's not in touch with black and brown communities, because those are the people that are going to jail for marijuana offenses, and that privileged people, it already is legal for. And it was like, okay, that's a really solid point there, Cory Booker. And Biden had to come back from that and talk about how in touch he was with the black community.
Okay, cool.
Which, no matter what you've done in life, an old white man, and he's the definition now of old white man.
Yes, he is.
An old white man on a stage announcing to the world how in touch he is with the black and brown communities it's unwinnable.
I want to hear him say, because I think you're wrong. I bet he sounds very good and in touch.
All right. Okay.
I have faith.
All right.
Part of that Obama coalition. I come out of the black community in terms of my support.
Okay, could you pause already? Just the phrasing. You don't come out of the black community.
No, you really don't.
You don't. The Biden name did not come out of the black community.
It didn't, no.
You're going to go, what was his story about Sweet Potato or whoever the guy was?
The guy's name.
Tater Tot. Does anybody remember? Mike Montone might remember. Were you trying to think of what his name was, Jim? And
yes,
a little gas
was.
escaped.
I strain when I think.
Looking for knowledge and a little gas escape.
Corn pop.
Yeah. I started to get worried when he said, I came out of the black community. I was like, don't go into a corn pop story again.
That corn pop story was atrocious.
It was Grandpa Simpson.
Yeah.
That's exactly who it was. All right, well, let's hear about Biden explaining. You can go back to the beginning, Troy, that he came out of the black community as he's responding to Cory Booker, saying you clearly don't understand that these issues are issues for these communities.
Part of that Obama coalition. I come out of the black community in terms of my support. If you notice, I have more people supporting me in the black community that have announced for me because they know me. They know who I am. 3 former chairs of the Black Caucus. The only African-American woman that ever been elected to the United States Senate. A whole range of people. My point is...
That's not true. The other one is here.
Pause for a sec. He said the only African-American woman that's been elected to the Senate, and Kamala Harris she's right.
That's where, first of all, it would have been really funny if he said, you're right, but sorry, you're forgettable.
Kamala's standing right next to him.
And look at Cory Booker. Look at he knows that Biden just made an old man mistake.
Do you think that, Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, everybody on that stage must have had that, that feeling in your stomach when you think something really good might have just accidentally happened, but it's like too good to be true?
I think of that when I see a child smiling or a bird flying or a flower blooming.
Those are all things that happen all the time. Why would they be too good to be true?
Oh. Trying to sound meaningful.
Well, you know that feeling that's in your gut? Like, I think that's what that pause is. They go, oh my God, did he just say what I think he said? But he covers it up well. Scroll back just a little bit. Because he does, and you can see on his face.
I've never seen anybody so like,
Wait, what did I just say? He covers it well, though. He covers it well to the point where you don't even notice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
My point is,
that's not true. The other one is here.
I said the first. I said the first African-American.
He didn't say the only.
He said the only. He's claiming now. He's claiming now that he said the first.
Yeah.
And they pan to Kamala Harris, who doesn't even have to say anything. She's just got her. She's just got her hands up, like, "Oh, we're just having a good time." But who invited the moron? Huh? Yeah. Who invited the total idiot?
Wow.
So my point is.
See, this is where now he just keeps babbling. You got to go. You know what? You're right. I said only. I meant to say first. There you go. Just. I mean, I know they have a limited amount of time, but
you're saying rambling through while everybody's laughing at you is not the.
No, you're not making your fucking point.
He gets there.
To be vice president was because of my relationship, long-standing relationship with the black community. I was part of that coalition.
Thank you.
No
Krista.
applause.
And we do have to take another quick break, but we are going to hear much more from the candidate when we.
That wasn't good. Oh, but it's a really diverse panel.
Well, just a whole bunch of white ladies just up there going, yeah, I watch him, poor Joe.
Yeah, I want to hear.
Just suffer up there.
They should be complaining. These women. One of them should give their seat up, because in the.
I think the one on the end is not a white woman.
She's not.
Right. Okay. So they're just
So
all women.
3 out of 4. I mean, how about some diversity?
I mean, I guess.
Where's an Asian woman?
I'm not giving up my seat.
I'm giving mine up.
Thank God. Yeah, there's not a lot of diversity in this room.
That's right. There's not.
Who's going to give up their seat?
I'll give mine up.
No. I want you to stick around.
I want to hear Joe make the mistake that nobody says.
Okay. So now this Joe Biden clip is when the question is about sexual violence against women. And in his descriptions of what needs to be done, Joe's wording isn't the greatest.
Okay.
And you can see, by the way, the reactions on people's faces when he says it, but nobody says anything.
Need to make you safer on college campuses and on your schools. You know what they said? Get men involved. Engage the rest of the community. And that's when we started this movement on the college campuses to fundamentally change the culture. No man has a right to raise a hand to a woman in anger other than in self-defense, and that's rarely ever occurs. And so we have to just change the culture, period, and keep punching at it and punching at it and punching at it. It'll be a big, no, I really mean it. It's a gigantic issue, and we have to make it clear.
So you see Kamala, she's like hiding laughter. You can hear the little giggles in the audience. Who says we have to keep punching at domestic violence?
We have to keep punching at it and slapping it and hitting it when it rears its ugly head up during the game when we're trying to relax.
And I love that he did take a brief pause just in case, he's like, a man should never raise a hand to a woman unless it's self-defense. And it's like you're factually, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Probably didn't need to sneak it in there. I don't think anybody's going to call you on, hey, Joe, what about self-defense? Right. There are times. Oh, so great. But you just go, he's such a beloved guy. When people just spoil their legacies, it's like, for what?
How did Bernie sound?
I think he sounded fine. I saw a couple clips of him. He sounded like Bernie. He was shouting about...
1%?
Yeah, he was shouting about rich people and taxes and whatnot.
It was largely the same.
The same bunk?
Same bunk.
Who won? Who did they say won?
I don't know. I think it depends on who you ask.
Let's go to the Drudge poll. I bet you Tulsi on the Drudge poll.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I hope.
On the Drudge poll, Tulsi probably runs away with it. I just wish that there was more text on Drudge's site.
Why? There's a lot.
Oh, no, that's a good point.
They don't update as often as they used to.
Drudge He still updates. Or they still
No,
update?
but not as often, though. Like, they used to be a couple times a day. Like,
it's still a couple times a day.
No, I've gone back there and seen the same one 2 days in a row.
Well, sometimes news is slow.
Yeah, not that.
Sometimes the news will be slow.
Yeah. I think there's been a story up there.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no poll up there right now.
He didn't even know it was on.
No. Are you looking have you checked the date on that? Because you just wrote debate. If you scroll down, there's it.
By the way,
Yeah.
who understands the royal family?
Dude, you nailed it. You nailed it. Yesterday.
No, he volunteered.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, because yesterday the Queen had said that everything was fine. She supported Prince Andrew. When we heard those Prince Andrew clips, you said that they were going to take Prince Andrew,
stripped of everything,
strip him, of his responsibilities.
Yeah, eventually, I don't know if he'll lose his royal status. He might.
If this continues,
if more stuff comes out that is undeniable. Right now, they're going to try to put him in the closet in the back. They're sticking him behind the vacuum, hoping nobody will. He'll help with the cooperation. They're hoping it'll be quiet.
Can you lose your royal status?
Yeah, they did it to when the king. I think it was King married. Whatever her name was, which, by the way, what a fuck she must have been to give up the throne.
Yeah.
Wallace.
I don't know the names, but I know what you're talking about. I know the story.
But I mean, if he's blood,
like the king was blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if the prince comes on TV looking like a pedophile and doesn't cover his tracks very well, you could probably take his crown away.
He's just trying to be polite.
What was his name? King. Just put the king and then.
You know what they said? Why the real reason they took the crown away from, or why they're taking the public responsibilities away from Prince Andrew, is because they felt like in the interview he came across like a bit of a chicken.
Oh,
and they said that's the worst thing. It's when you're in the royal family, the worst thing that you can be is a chicken.
You don't want to be. Was it Edward? Who the fuck married Wallace? It's going to drive me. Oh, Wallace Simpson. There you go. It was Prince Edward. Because she was a regular woman and he married her. So he gave up everything. I think he got stripped of all royal titles. I don't know if he lost, if he's still in the royal family or not. But you lose a lot.
Well, I'm still in the royal family because it's still my mom. Yeah, I understand. But
you'll lose.
Yeah,
some king of Sweden or whatever had his grandkids taken out because the tax dollars pay for everything.
I'm sure you don't get to live in Buckingham Palace.
No. You probably don't even get certain money. Doesn't even go to you anymore.
Right. You don't get to have gold cups and whatnot.
I'm imagining you still are. I've never heard of a royal person in poverty, but I mean, I imagine that they.
Well, their definition is probably different. I'm sure that they're never in poverty. I'm sure they never go hungry, but just living like a normal person to them would probably feel like poverty.
He gets to keep his house.
Who, Prince Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever income he makes from something else.
Well, it's tough because
he was stripped of his salary.
People don't like to hire people. Like if you're an accused pedophile and you're having a tough time clearing your name, it's also tough to get a job sometimes.
Not if you're Roman Polanski.
No, if you're Roman Polanski, it's very easy, actually. You get an Oscar.
Yeah. And a standing ovation from all the same people now screaming about Me Too.
Right, but come on, Charlie Manson, the Manson murders.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
It's a little bit different, Jim.
Yeah, also the same people that can't stop making movies and documentaries about him.
Look, sometimes when there's a personal tragedy in your life, a person becomes a pedophile. That does happen, Jim. And that is acceptable, I think. Right?
He was only making £250,000 a year. That was his salary.
Yeah, but he's not spending anything.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
The distraught Duke of York was summoned.
That's like when they say the president only makes this much money. It's not even that much money.
$200,000 or $300,000, yeah.
But you want for nothing.
He was told to stand down. Can we stop using the term stand down? You fucking asshole. Stop trying to sound like you're in the military.
It's serious, Jim.
He was told to stand down.
Yes.
No, it's get the fuck out of the way.
I love...
Step down.
I love how much you know about the royal family. I think it's funny that you're into the royal family.
I don't actually know that much about them. That was a common sense call. After that interview, there's no way. Because when you saw the movie, what was the show?
The Crown?
The Crown was very good. But how dumb Philip has to walk behind her. She chose the monarchy over everything. Well, in this case, the same thing with her. Even though she loves her kids, she'll choose salvaging the monarchy over the feelings of her son, who was actually wrong. So she'll make him step aside.
When do you think Prince Charles finally realized, like, oh, it's not going to happen?
Well, she won't die.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. He probably realized it 20 years ago.
Like, that's just not, I'm not getting it.
And Charles wants Andrew out anyway. I bet you Charles pressured her because he wants him out of the picture a little bit anyway.
He was part of it. That's what
I'm
the
sure he
article
was,
says.
yeah. Because he wants her, wants less involvement from Andrew. He's probably embarrassed.
Well, Prince Charles is like,
They're like William and Harry. One really good boy and one guy that's a little wild. That's how they are, except he's way more than a little wild.
Right, yeah. And it seems like Prince Harry got it out of his system, whereas Randy Andy did not, unfortunately, get it quite out of his system on time. Also, I feel like Prince Harry could handle himself in an interview a little bit better.
Oh, yeah. And he's not doing that kind of shit.
Prince Harry, if you ask Prince Harry, why are you hanging out with this pedophile? He probably wouldn't say, because I don't want him to think I'm a chicken.
No, he'd say, I'm too busy dressing like Hitler to remember.
Right.
Here's a statement. He said, it has become clear to me over the last few days that the circumstances relating to my former association with Jeffrey Epstein has become a major disruption to my family's work.
Why is he Australian?
No, I don't know.
Because he travels. And the valuable work going on
You mean the Australian Cockney accent that he's got?
in many organizations and charities that I am proud to support. Therefore, I have asked Her Majesty if I may step back from public duties for the foreseeable future. And she has given me her permission.
Oh, that's
I
lucky.
continue to unequivocally regret my ill-judged association with Jeffrey Epstein and all of those girls, despite how snug and beautiful their young bodies were.
Cross it out.
No good. His suicide has left many unanswered questions. Where are their phone numbers? Where are they living now? Are they still giving massages? Particularly for his victims and even those who are voluntary and appeared to enjoy it. And I deeply sympathize with everyone who has been affected in what blah, blah, blah. I really can't do the accent.
Are we going to get a call from the Queen today to give us an update on this?
I don't know. Colin didn't like that you called it a failed bit. He didn't care for that at all.
It was a failed bit.
It was a big success.
It was also a big success.
That's right.
But in the failure is success sometimes.
I don't know. I disagree. I think it was a smash.
You think it was a home run?
A home run.
Grand slam
It
home
was.
run?
The two royals talking. Boy, she is. She doesn't look sickly either.
No, I always call her the Queen Mum, but I think the Queen Mum is the Queen's mom.
Can we see her face? She is.
Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah, she is. God damn, she looks the same.
I lived in England from like the end of 1988 until the end of 1992, or maybe the beginning of 1980. I don't know. From 1988 to 1992, I lived in England, but I left in 92. In 1992, that woman, Queen Elizabeth, looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do people like her in England?
Yeah, they think she's the bomb.com.
Does she go to restaurants? She doesn't go to restaurants, does she?
No, she gets Uber Eats to Buckingham Palace.
But you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't go out.
She gets Seamless.
It seems like a weird gig. Like, at her age, you probably don't do much.
No.
But, like, she doesn't seem to, like, she'll go to major events, but she doesn't seem to do anything.
Yeah, the royal family culture, very odd to me, because they don't do anything. They're like the mascots of England, but they sit there and there is this way of behaving. They can't be seen doing this. They can't be seen doing that. Everything's prim and proper. I feel like we live in this world where all those walls for everything it's been stripped down just because, you know, the world's opened up. Everybody's kind of aware of everything now.
Right.
But they still live with this facade that the royal family is this prim and proper, you know.
He's gonna give up. He gets to keep his house, which he spent $7.5 million renovating recently. But again, let's see what.
Wow.
Because 20 plus charities distance themselves from him.
That's a lot of charities.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, but I could understand it. If I were running a charity, I'd probably be like,
He should have just shut up.
He should never have done that interview.
I think it was a mistake.
Now, is he still, because the first Prince Andrew story yesterday was he's thinking about doing another interview to clarify.
Could it be any worse? I mean,
I think it could.
Going in prepared now.
Well, how could you not be prepared last time?
He thought he was prepared. He's a guy who no one ever tells him to shut up.
Oh, so maybe now he's listening to people.
Or maybe now he just would go in there with a more aggressive attitude.
But can you imagine? Like, I'm doing a very rare interview to clear up pedophile accusations, and now I'm doing a second very rare interview to clear up how bad the first rare interview about pedophile accusations was.
Yeah, I mean, I believed him.
You did.
Yeah, he sounded good.
You were more on Prince
He was
Andrew's
pretty
side
good, right?
on that one.
I thought he sounded great.
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame on me.
Right. Fool me twice. You can't fool me again.
I won't be fooled again.
Yeah. I don't think it's very... Look, for Prince Andrew...
Is there a negative feeling about him now?
Slightly.
Okay.
Slightly. But a lot of times when I go, you know what, I think Prince Andrew really should do a second interview. People go, why would you say that? The answer is content. It's great content. And I think Prince Andrew at this point in his life needs to realize that if he's already starting to lose at this point in his life, this late in the game, if he's starting to lose his position in his own royal family, he's got to be out there making content. I think that's where his focus should be, and he should start the content with another interview where he explains why the first interview was so bad, and then he's definitely not friends with Jeffrey Epstein.
But what does he do? Like, what the fuck does he do?
I mean, how do you
that was so disastrous. Because it looked bad before, but now that he says that, like, he's like, I stayed with this guy and the general counsel of the British embassy, and he's going, no, he wasn't with me. I don't believe it. I didn't write any of it down. I would have. And then he's saying that he didn't have time to have sex with her, and now some other anonymous aide is going, well, yeah, there was hours of time.
And he's like, no, because she said I was sweating, so it had to be somebody else.
Yeah.
I didn't sweat at the time, so
right
there.
Royal dryness. Very funny. New York Post.
Yeah, I don't know what would he do when he goes, hey, I know that last interview was a disaster, but now I figured out some lies I can tell you, so these will sound better, I think. Like, what do you do?
I want another interview so bad.
So bad. So bad.
Would you like to have one?
Yeah, very much so. If he does a second interview, I think we just have to watch the entire thing.
They should charge for it. They should.
Would you buy it on pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I loved the first interview so much. I was literally in bed, under the covers, by the glow of the phone, just getting cozy and watching it. That's how much, it just brought me joy. It was one of those, like, right before I go to bed, I need positive energy.
Sure.
And it'll bring me so much joy to watch this fool make a total asshole of himself on a global level.
I didn't know
and
how
he deserves
bad it was. I didn't know how bad it was until I saw some of the criticism, and I was like, I gotta fucking watch. I have to.
I didn't really see a lot of criticism at first. I just turned it on, and I thought I was going to be skipping through it. It's one of those things where, like, you start a YouTube video and you go, it doesn't matter how long it is because I'm just going to skip through it anyway.
Zip through it.
I didn't move that. I did not move that timeline, not once.
Not all. I paused and I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I didn't let it play.
And then you realize maybe you spaced out at one point, so you go back to make sure no detail is missed.
Yeah, I said some snarky stuff. Yeah, it looks like Andrew's in trouble.
Oh, that's actually very good. That's a hot take.
Maybe the prince can come over here and have sex with younger people.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, that's good. It's good stuff. The only other big thing from the debate last night, Tulsi's your girl Tulsi is getting a lot of coverage.
I love her.
She is. I tell you what, she's very good at.
She's cool under pressure.
She's making herself into a national figure.
She absolutely is. And again, there's I know the Republicans are dumb. I get it, but these dumbbells criticizing her for going on. I don't understand the criticism. She goes on Tucker. I want a candidate who talks to everybody. I want someone that goes on. I don't like when a conservative won't go on MSNBC either.
Well, the criticism is she's going in front of Republican audiences and insulting Democrats.
Good, fuck them.
And she's trying to get, but you're not she's trying to get Democrats to vote for her.
Yeah, but she's insulting the things in the party she doesn't like. A regime change, wars. I don't want to be the fucking world's police. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with what she's saying.
And they're saying she met with Assad and that was terrible. Why? Why not? Why can't? So gives a fuck.
I think she wants to say he's a war criminal.
Who cares? Again, it's just petty nonsense. It's like this whole thing with Cuba is petty horse shit.
Gooding Jr.?
Can we
He
stop?
was accused of doing things. Oh, the country.
Oh, that tape Cuba. That's even another one. Why is Kendall allowed in here, Dad?
Don't bring that up. We're not going to talk about Succession on this show. We're not going to have that conversation.
Dan Soder's coming in. We'll see what he has to say about billionaires.
It's on the show Billions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah, I got some snark.
But also, you know, if
Tulsi has a streak in her hair.
Yeah, I know. You're just saying things you see now.
Nice streak, Dad.
Huh? Dad?
I don't want to talk about the show.
Huh? Okay, Dad.
I don't want to talk about.
My mouth won't close, Dad. Huh?
Kendall is in a vulnerable position because at one point he thought he was man enough to go up against his dad, and it blew up in his face, and now he realizes that he's broken as a human being.
For dessert, having some humble pie.
Yeah. But he didn't. That's not what Kieran Culkin sounds like.
Yes, it is.
Don't bring up Succession anymore.
Dumb fucking.
No. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about Succession.
Always time for a barb.
There's plenty of other stuff to talk about. I don't want to. He is quippy. The character is quippy, yes, but I don't want to talk about that.
Let's watch Tulsi.
Yeah, We don't need to talk about Succession anymore. That's for sure. There's no reason to bring it up.
No, none at all.
Are you being Kieran Culkin?
Fuck off.
That's like the catchphrase.
Yeah.
You know, the patriarch.
Hey, Dad, is he allowed in here? Fuck off,
Dad.
He's vulnerable. His mouth's open a lot because he's humble pie. A lot of humble pie.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Succession on this show. It's not right. I should never have brought
Fuck off.
Okay, he does say it a lot. He does, and it does get to the point where it is a little catchphrasey, but it doesn't matter. That's neither here nor there. It's one of my programs. We don't need to talk about it. That's for not on.
Chippy-ki-yay for the muckers. Yeah, and Shiznit.
Chip is trying to join the Roy family.
No, they all remind me of Chip.
Not all of them?
All of them.
Okay, look.
Some level.
That's for that's for off the air. You know, when we watch Succession, that's not for the air. Because you ruin everything.
Man, Soder.
You ruin everything.
I can do it.
It doesn't sound anything like him. It's totally off.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
What are you doing in there, shaving?
Jim started texting me, like I think it was last weekend, or maybe 2 weekends ago at this point, because he started watching Succession.
Which everyone has been telling me about.
And I told him to stop texting me about the show, because he's not a fan, and I'm trying to enjoy it. And he points out things, and I think he's way off base. But I don't want to. I don't want to talk to you about it. I'm not watching Baby Driver. You should be happy enough.
I just Succession. They're not. They're all good actors.
Yeah.
And it's what I don't like about. I'm not going to go into a whole long tirade. I will just say, it feels like a bunch of caricatures thrown into a setting, and I don't believe any of them.
It feels inauthentic.
Extremely inauthentic, and it almost feels like a network procedural as far as the lack of depth. I feel nothing for any of them, and it's not hateable in a good way, because you don't have to be likable for me to enjoy you. I just have to believe it.
But you don't care,
and they're all good actors.
It's
too.
not hateable. You don't care.
I don't give a fuck. I'm like,
Travis, Jim describing the show as like a network procedural. Does that make you go, oh, I should check this out?
Yeah, now I realize.
You haven't seen it, right?
I'm like, oh, this is like Blue Bloods or NYPD Blue?
He loves network procedurals.
Man. Nice jacket on the floor.
Dad, should I get your jacket?
Fuck off!
Okay, that is kind of the way the show goes a little bit.
The problem with me, like,
Hey, can I get your jacket?
he's vulnerable right now. He's in a weird.
No, it's not him. It's the other one. My wife's fucking someone. Can I get your jacket?
Oh, the doofus, the son-in-law. He's a great character. He's an idiot.
I know.
He wants to be in the family so badly.
I know, and they make that very evident through the writing.
Oh, you got
He
that?
literally should wear a shirt that says, "I want to be in the family." It'll be less over the top than what they have him doing. Oh, okay. Okay.
What are you going to say, Travis? I don't want to talk to Jim right now.
The problem is that I haven't seen it yet, and I'm going to.
Oh, no.
So now when I do see it,
it's fucked for
all
you.
I'm going to hear is stupid Jim's voices.
You're going to know who all the characters are, even though you don't know.
Maybe you won't.
It's like when people like hear a sound clip that we played or Opie and Anthony played, and then they finally see the movie,
Right.
And you're like, oh, now I'm going to watch this show, and
It's
every time this guy
Let
says,
her watch
fuck
you
off.
first.
just that smart ass quip,
Yeah, a little snarky.
little snarky something for everything that's said.
I read the character description.
You're saying that a lot of the characters haven't gotten past that first half paragraph that you get when you're introducing a script?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to talk about the debate anyway.
Let's watch the debate.
Okay.
I just want to see Tulsi.
You understand why the people running against her are criticizing her, though. I mean, she does leave herself very vulnerable to criticism. The Democrats that she's running against, their whole job is to make her look bad.
Sure, I understand.
Right.
Of course,
Two Democrats, by the way.
I understand why she leaves herself open to criticism from these political hacks. Yeah, but as a fucking citizen, I wouldn't criticize a Republican for doing this, for going on MSNBC and talking to liberals either.
That's what she's banking on for when she's not running as a Democrat anymore.
The fact that they're mad at her and whinging that she's talking to conservative audiences and criticizing certain Democratic policies shows you how how down the middle everybody is. It's like meaning on split on either side. Nobody is willing to compromise. I like the fact that she uses certain quote unquote Republican talk. It's good.
It's so funny because it's just a game. And I don't know why everybody's just playing those roles. If they don't want Tulsi,
I'll play the game with you.
Okay. I don't want to talk about the show anymore.
We're not.
But you just became Kieran Culkin from Succession again.
Sorry. I'll play Dad.
It really is a good
Huh?
Just slack-jawed idiot.
Got a Coke?
They're rich. They do Coke. They party.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you like the young kid in it? Like the kind of like... I was hoping he was the one character you like.
I have to get him down. I've tried not to watch him.
He's not sure of himself.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah, he'll wind up with all the power. Yeah, I know.
You think so?
No.
Wouldn't that be a twist?
Oh boy, I wouldn't see that coming.
Well, I wish you hadn't said
You're
it.
not going to trust him with him, are you?
Fuck off!
Fuck off! Fuck off!
I did notice a few episodes in that they were making that his thing. Yeah. And there have been a couple scenes. I love the show. There have been a couple scenes where you didn't need to add it in, and I'm like, are you guys selling shirts?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so
let's watch the debate.
Tulsi is up there trying to fight off the shots coming at her from Mayor Pete. Mayor Pete and Kamala were the ones that were really going after her.
Sure.
Last night.
I'm running for president to be the Democratic nominee
No.
that rebuilds our Democratic Party, takes it out of their hands, and truly puts it in the hands of the people of this country, a party that actually hears the voices of Americans who are struggling all across this country, and puts it in the hands of veterans and fellow Americans who are calling for an end to this ongoing Bush, Clinton, Trump foreign policy doctrine of regime change wars, overthrowing dictators in other countries, needlessly sending my brothers and sisters in uniform into harm's way to fight in wars that actually undermine our national security and have cost us thousands of American lives. These are wars that have cost us as American taxpayers trillions of dollars since 9/11 alone, dollars that have come out of our pockets, out of our hospitals, out of our schools, out of our infrastructure needs. As president, I will end this foreign policy, end these regime change wars, work to end this new Cold War and arms race, and instead invest our hard-earned taxpayer dollars actually into serving the needs of the American people right here at home.
And by the way, she stops right after. Not a greedy asshole like every other one of them. One more point.
Joe usually stops mid-sentence.
He doesn't know.
They go, Joe, that's enough time.
Yeah.
He's actually...
He gorilla glues his teeth.
There have been some debates where poor Joe Biden is up there and he's like, and I've done a lot of... I think that's my time. Like, he doesn't even get interrupted. He just stops himself.
Yeah. They're all standing there like, I want to be president. I could be president.
Who's that?
I want to be president.
Which one is that?
Ugh.
Which one is it? Who is that?
The asshole who wants to run to be president.
Are you making fun of Eric Bogosian?
Nope.
The character that Eric Bogosian is playing?
No.
He's the one who wants to be president. Oh, you're making fun of Ferris Bueller Day Off.
Yeah. I want to be president.
But he's an idiot too. It's funny.
I understand.
Yeah. One of the characters on Succession, he's the son that's not involved in the business at all. So he's kind of the dickhead of the group.
Or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. I think he does want to be president. He's played by Cameron from Ferris Bueller.
And he wants to be president, and then the way they wrote it in was he just decides he wants to be president, and he starts talking about it, and now it's a part of the show.
But it's like that. But it's supposed to be
president of what? I'd like to ask.
Is that Karen Culkin? Yeah. No, he's
Reginald Van Gleeson.
Yeah, that's what I thought when you first started doing it. I thought
that's exactly who it sounds like.
No, because he's like, it's supposed to be ridiculous.
I know, but see, when something's supposed to be ridiculous, you can allow me to come to the conclusion.
Right.
You don't have to have the character walk in with a sign around his neck that says ridiculous. I got it.
Maybe you're just smarter than most people.
Smarter than all people.
Oh, that's good. That's actually really good. I don't know if we could trust you with the company with that quick wit, though.
Is he allowed in here, Dad? Huh?
That's Kendall.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, well, let's listen to, I believe Kamala here tries to hit Tulsi back.
Any response?
Oh, sure. I think that it's unfortunate that we have someone on the stage who is attempting to be the Democratic nominee for President of the United States, who during the Obama administration spent 4 years full-time on Fox News criticizing President Obama.
Ooh.
Spent full-time.
That's ridiculous.
Spent full-time criticizing people on this stage as affiliated with the Democratic Party. When Donald Trump was elected, not even sworn in, buddied up to Steve Bannon to get a meeting with Donald Trump in the Trump Tower.
Oh, boy.
Fails to call a war criminal by what he is as a war criminal, and then spends full time during the course of this campaign, again, criticizing the Democratic Party. What we need on the stage in November is someone who has the ability to win.
At least she's not Biden.
She's not Biden, but again, she hasn't said one thing she's going to do for me. I don't give a fuck that she's mad about whinging about Tulsi talking to Fox or meeting with Assad. I don't care if
she's
they
responding to Tulsi.
I understand, but I'm tired of them. I don't care if you meet with Assad. I don't care if you meet with.
What if you don't call him a war criminal?
Gives a shit.
I guess I don't.
I mean, are we really that honest about the fucking? Do we address Putin? What a piece of shit he is every day? How about the leader of China?
Tulsi
the way they're cracking down.
She's a Russian agent.
That's true.
She's a Russian spy.
Do you know what I mean? It's like this whole thing of should call this one a war criminal, but don't call that one a war criminal. Shut up.
They call Putin terrible things all the time.
They do, but we still deal with them. We still deal with them. We still meet with them. We're still polite to them.
He's got all that Russian money.
By the way, do they address the fucking the Saudis the way they should?
We don't really talk about old shit as much. We're more looking forward right now.
Yeah, putting your foot down.
Okay. I didn't ask Karen Culkin from Succession to be a part of this conversation.
Roman.
That's his name.
Of course it is. Roman Roy.
Roman Roy.
Believable. Not at all writer-ish.
Could be a name.
Yeah, sure.
Travis, don't even bother. Don't even bother watching.
I'm just trying not to even.
Fuck off!
Just skip the show altogether.
I want to watch.
It's over.
Look,
you'll enjoy it.
Jim doesn't have the best track record when it comes to liking things.
That's true.
So
he likes you.
Okay, that was a good response.
I like you.
Oh, you.
Yeah,
What do I not have a good track record of liking?
I mean, you like Crash. It's the most writery thing
you
ever.
said love wrong.
Yeah, it's like the worst movie ever.
Yeah.
I disagree that it's writery. It actually does the opposite of what most writers would have done in those situations.
Fuck off!
Fuck off! Huh? Don Cheadle?
Yeah, look, it's I think it might already be ruined for you.
Me?
No,
Yeah,
Travis
yeah.
will enjoy it.
No.
Why,
see,
you mean because Travis is
he
a bit
knows
of
what
an
he's
idiot?
doing.
I want him to watch it.
Yeah, he fucked it up, dude.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's
I'm
over.
Watching The Sopranos now.
Sopranos is really it's over. Travis, it's done. Like, you will hear every reference that he's making
I
right
know
now.
I will. That's why I'm trying not to listen.
And you won't be able to fall into the character. Roman Roy, like, you won't even be able to,
Roy.
you won't even be able to hear his name anymore.
Yeah, sure.
He'll be like, Roman, get in here, and you'll be like, that's not a real name, and you'll be like, oh, damn it.
Yeah, Roman all over this office. Pause for Snickers.
And then every time Kieran Culkin makes a pithy remark,
which is all he does.
I mean,
there's not one real moment. Yeah, I just want to jerk off and look at you.
But I disagree with a lot of Jim's critiques on a lot of stuff.
I know,
so
but he doesn't sit here, put the groundwork in, ruining it for you.
That's true. It's already after I've watched it and made up my mind.
Precisely.
I'm like, Jim, you're so stupid about Breaking Bad.
What do you think of Baby
I didn't
Driver?
say Breaking Bad was a bad show.
You said he shouldn't have been a teacher, and you shouldn't have had
I didn't mind him
cancer.
being a teacher. I understood that completely. I didn't like that they felt the need to not only give him cancer, but that why they made Flint. And again, I know that there's kids that have
so he can
things
break
wrong
bad.
with them. I got it. But I didn't need. It felt to me like they were trying a little too hard to make him likable and acceptable for me. And again, that's a writer thing. I didn't need it.
You wanted just a show.
The acting was
called
incredible.
Bad.
No, he could have just been a teacher.
Bad guy sells meth.
Who slowly got into it because he needed a little money. Maybe I don't know.
Why would a physics teacher just need a little cash start selling meth?
Again, people get greedy, dude. I don't need.
He did get greedy.
In The Wire, why are they all fucking drug? Because that's what they do. They want the money. How come they're not leaving and just get a 9-to-5 job? Because they want to drive nice cars. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need every guy in The Wire didn't have some deep backstory that made him like, oh my God, I could hug the stuffing out of you. No, he's a drug dealer. That's what he does.
I think the point of
comparing everything to The Wire.
Well, it's a drug show. How many drug shows are there?
The point of Breaking
Weeds,
Bad
where the
is-
mom sells pot. Sorry, I had to pick a drug show.
You're right. We can't compare it to Weeds.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Other drug shows I'm fine with, but I can't think of anymore.
Narcos?
They're great, awesome.
No, but the point is
Yeah,
that
Narcos. What do you dip cheese on those?
Okay.
Not everything has to be
Breaking Bad, the whole
same.
point was that you can, that you feel like, oh, if not for the grace of God, I would be in the same position as Walter White. And if you don't have him getting cancer, most people who need some money would not sit there and going, oh, you know what I should do? Either get a part-time job or sell meth.
It's true, but
They would not sell
It gave
meth.
white guys a reason to wear that hat.
But that's, I can't.
It's every white guy's hero.
Yeah, I mean,
They all want to break bad and be the bad boy.
they want to be the danger.
They want to be the danger.
the only
I
thing
can't criticize you for that.
that I'll give Jim on this point is that Walter did get to that stage quickly.
But they only had 5 seasons.
No, but I mean like he very quickly was like, I'm gonna make meth. There wasn't this like debate inside his head, like, should I do this? Should I not do this?
Yeah, but it wasn't like, I'm going to make meth full time. It was like,
No.
I'll sell a little meth.
But he's just like, I'll just make it, and the family will like me.
Okay.
I don't think he's doing it for the family to like him.
He's going back into Succession.
Yeah, oh, okay. See, I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
No, he's Siobhan's husband.
See, now this worries me that that's the first time he's done that, and you immediately got it, which
Yeah, of
means that
course I
I'm
know.
gonna immediately get it.
He's Siobhan's husband.
It's gonna ruin the goddamn show for me, isn't he?
No, I think you'll. Watch. I would love your opinion on it. You'll still watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm rewatching The Sopranos.
Like, for instance.
And I got a lot of 90 Day just never ends.
I know.
It's
gotta
like a
start the
full-time
season.
job.
But, like, I wouldn't... You know how you can't put people on a jury once they've been tainted? Like, I would not...
Right.
If you started watching Succession right now after what Jim has done today, positive or negative, I wouldn't respect your opinion on it because it's been clouded.
But I'm gonna.
I know.
Travis could say I watched it, and Jim's stuff is not accurate. I thought it was a really good show.
You do this all the time.
Yeah.
You ruined. I love Baby Driver.
Love or loved?
Loved.
Yeah.
Past tense. Jim ruined.
I know, because he's right. Why would he have an iPod?
Why
would he have an iPod? It's on your phone already.
Last week it was on Showtime. I turned it on. It was the scene where Jamie Foxx and John Hamm are talking about how he's got tinnitus. And I'm like, God
Can't
damn
do
it.
it. Never mind. What
It
else
wasn't
is
when he
on?
was taping their conversations and making music because this guy's interesting.
I loved that movie.
Loved.
My job as a friend, an older friend, is to guide you out of that shit.
You're a mentor.
I'm a mentor.
You're an entertainment mentor.
Yeah, how about a mento?
It's Kieran Culkin.
Well, I still don't like Crash, so he's not completely successful.
Crash is the fucking worst thing
I'm
that's
better
ever
at
been made.
ruining things
Then
yeah, because you
People
can't
that are
make
good.
somebody like something, but you can, may I say, chip away at the things that they do like.
That's it. You know what? I mean, and you've made a whole business out of it. You happen to be better at ruining things.
I mean, your conversation with Patrice about Face Off is
That's one of my favorite moments.
Yeah,
'cause
ever.
I still remember his. Just watching that big dope.
think he
Like,
just
oh
broke.
no! He apologized. It made me really laugh. It was very funny.
I'm just gonna. Didn't want to give you the satisfaction, but I want to put something on the record now that we're all being honest.
oh, no.
I watched an episode of Succession earlier this week, and it was more difficult than it has been previously.
And look, I'm still watching it. I haven't tuned out. Like, I do want to know where it goes. I'm in season 2. I will get through it. I'll probably watch season 3 if it's on. So for
It's a
whatever
good
reason,
show.
No, it's okay. It does. Again, Colin got annoyed at me because I'm like, I don't know why I don't like it. Like, I like Adam McKay a lot. The actors are all very good actors.
Yeah, I love Brian Cox.
He's very good. He's great as Hannibal Lecter. I mean, they're all good. They're all seasoned actors. None of them suck. I think it's the characters and the writing. Like, they're doing what's on the page, so they can't, but this is your character. This is what you do. But they're giving the guy nothing, not a moment of real depth, just shitty quips that are boring me. Like, it's not his fault. He's not writing it. So he's just doing the lines that they give him.
What about when he had to run from the Lincoln Tunnel to get to his meeting? That was tense.
Yeah. Hey, did Dad vote? Did she vote for Dad? Did Dad vote? Get on with it! Hey, Dad, we don't think you voted no confidence. The tunnel.
Robbie's ruining Succession for everybody.
Thank you, Rob.
It's over. It's over.
Such a good show.
And then here's the issue.
I don't like your fucking baseball hat and 5-child's outfit. What? Oh, gee.
You know what I think? I think Rob would love to be Roman Roy, but really he knows he's Kendall. Roman Roy is Kieran Culkin. Kendall is the one whose mouth is agape most of the time.
Yeah.
I think I'm more like Tom.
yeah. You just want to be accepted.
Does anybody need eggs?
You know what? You're right.
Yeah, I think I'm Tom.
You're Tom.
Yeah.
You're so Tom.
I'm Tom in my sex life. Go ahead, go out and fuck.
Just a cuck.
Yeah.
I love the show. I don't know how you don't like it. I mean,
Well, it's ruined for Travis, that's for sure.
that's
No,
what I
not
heard.
yet.
Yeah, oh, yes it is. Trust
We'll
me when I
see.
tell you.
Yeah, you'll
He
see
fucked
the
the
first
whole thing
episode.
up.
At what point is it going to be ruined for
The
me?
first episode.
First episode.
Damn it.
As soon, I'll tell you when
I'll
it'll
give
be.
you $1 million if you get a base hit.
I mean, I'm going to watch it this weekend.
Oh no, that's like episode 2.
Yep, that is.
Here's the issue.
Jim's a real son of a bitch, isn't he?
Okay. Let me tell you the process of how it will be ruined for you, Travis.
All right.
Episode 1, the ruination will start with Roman Roy, Kieran Culkin's character, because from Jump Street, the character is as Jim describes. In episode 2, when he does the thing, I mean, you're gonna be done by episode 2, but you'll stick with it. Then you'll notice by halfway through the first season the fuck off thing, and you'll be like, oh no. And then as the evolution of Kendall's character goes through season 1, and you start to see the mouth agape and the hi dad, it'll be by the time you're in season 2. You'll be watching out of a sense of obligation because you don't want to let Jim win.
Oh, man, that
Yeah.
quickly?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's over. For episode 1, though, you'll know it's over. You'll know when you meet, who, by the way, Roman, who is played by Kieran Culkin, most people's favorite character on the show.
Yeah, of course it is. Funny, comic relief.
People,
Have you finished season 2?
No,
No.
I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. We all like to laugh, don't we, folks?
folks,
Yeah, it's always a snippy, snappy remark.
that a lot of
I'm a
people.
Johnny Carson character. No. Oh, dear. Oh, no.
A lot of people, he's the favorite character on the show.
Well, of course he is.
But for you, Travis, he will destroy the show for you because of what Jim has done to you today.
Joe in Westchester.
Oh my God, I don't want I'm trying to find the mouse here. I don't want to go to Joe, but
Maybe I should just rewatch Larry Sanders.
Larry Sanders is such an amazing show.
Jim can't ruin that for me.
What's up, Joe?
Hey, thanks for taking the call. Listen, I watched 2 episodes of Succession. I bailed on it. It's as if the writers were writing for, when actors overact.
Yeah.
It's like they were writing with the mindset that they want the actors to overact. And I couldn't get into it. Like Jim said, it wasn't believable. And I just bailed on it.
Well, Joe, how many billionaires do you know?
What's that?
How many billionaires do you know? Like, how do you know it's believable or not when you've
Because they're people. It's not about the billionaires.
Like you're saying a person would never do that.
Yeah, I'm not criticizing the business angles of it, but there's something about it. I wish I could put it into better words, but Joe,
that's not human interaction.
There's something that it's missing. The purchase, it all just seems like so.
The reactions, none of it seems real because people don't really. I mean, at least in my experience, nobody says some of those stupid quips that they write in. It's like. Nobody says these things in real life.
No, the quips are, that's writer shit. And when writers do stuff like that, like again, when writers, there's an old thing, and again, we all know I'm an average actor at best, but the bottom line is they say play the man, not the uniform. Like you don't want to be a cop and go, you're under arrest, and again.
So you weren't just sitting there playing Don Rickles' coat. You became Don Rickles.
That's I was playing the jokes. I was playing the Italian.
I will say.
But the point is, like, I still, even if I'm not great at it, I still know when I see it. You don't have to be a Hall of Fame baseball player to know when a guy is getting line drives and when he's fucking fouling a ball off.
Yeah, the committee is not all people who are already in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. So, sorry,
you could be an analyst.
That's what bothers me is some of the situations seem like this is what a writer thinks billionaires in a family act like to each other.
Do you like the fact that the theme song is played throughout the episodes?
I honestly didn't notice that.
Oh, they slow it down a little bit and everything?
I don't like the theme song.
I love the theme song.
The theme song's awesome.
It stinks. But I mean, again, I didn't notice that.
And the Pusha T collaboration.
You know what I don't love? Did they make it by the end of season 1? Every episode is like an event. Every episode starts with them going somewhere. And then they're there, like they almost make them self-contained. Like every single episode, is an event that's happening.
Oink like a pig.
That's what happens.
Shut up.
Sometimes billionaires get out of control.
Okay, give me the sausage. Okay.
That's Siobhan's husband again.
I'm not eating sausage.
Oh yeah. By the way, Travis, I mean I think by the end of episode 1, Siobhan's husband's ruined for you too.
Yeah.
You're gonna know who the character is immediately.
Shiv.
Yeah. No, that's
What about Cousin Greg? Do you like him?
We already went over Cousin Greg.
Sorry. Yeah, of course not. Yeah. Oh, the mope comes in. You know who I liked, and he was only, even though I did, again, I love, what's his name? We've interviewed him on O&A. He was so good. He was on Archie, on The Family. He played the brother.
Meathead. Oh, that'll do,
James
pig.
Something.
James Cromwell.
We interviewed him. Great. Yeah. Oh, he was? Okay.
That'll do, great. Pig.
He's a great actor.
And he gets to play himself. He's like this, he's
a very liberal guy.
Super liberal environmentalist.
Awesome guy. He's a great interview. He's really fun, tremendous. But again, it's like, he's the talking points of the conscientious brother. It didn't feel like a real guy, except his acting was great. But it felt like, oh, right, this the brother who hates the brother. There's a couple of good moments for him, but...
No, I know. Travis, all I'm saying is it's over. So don't, watch your NYPD Blue. You're fine with it.
Maybe I will.
Now, Jim, at my request, did you get through the entire first episode of Apple TV's The Morning Show? Because I asked you to watch that.
No.
You still haven't gotten the first episode
I was watching Succession.
Oh. Well, yeah, I told you to stop watching that because I don't need that ruined for me. I am halfway through episode 5. You've got to watch the whole season.
I will, and I got Apple TV just because Sam has been talking about this show and saying it wasn't good.
No, it's my program.
I watched I'm in episode 1. Mm-hmm. Already the same writer stuff. The names tell you again. There are those weird little names that do sound like actor names that are real names. Reese Witherspoon, who's playing, a 19-year-old, and she's 52. Her name is Bradley Jackson.
Yeah, Bradley Jackson. And she's got the name just sounds like attitude. And coincidentally, she's got a bit of a chip on her shoulder.
What's that?
Okay. Wait till she starts giving the network executives guff. You'd be like, whoa.
Oh, I know. She's a firecracker.
It's inspiring.
Yeah, I'm sure people are sick of my TV opinions.
Dude, the morning show, that's what... It's so strange. The morning show, it's like, there's all this money put into it. You have this tremendous cast.
Yeah.
You have this great subject, which is basically the Today Show. The show starts with the male co-host, the beloved male co-host of a morning
Steve Carell
news show played by Steve Carell, gets thrown out for having sexual relationships with people on staff. And what do we do from here? It's Law and Order borrowed from the headlines.
But the way they do it, the way they avoid when someone tells him, or they're all kind of getting at the news, it stinks because it's like, hey, dummies, if you want to show me the inside showbiz, don't show me the quippy remarks and yelling at the ball. Show me what are the network meetings that are going on? Well, like that's the type of stuff I would love to see. They showed
network meetings.
No, but not in the beginning. They didn't. They just made it they just went right to him getting fired. It was boring. I was like, I don't care. I had no investment in him at all. Who gave a fuck?
Well, by episode 5, you'll find there is no investment. You'll forget the character existed.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still in the show, but you'll realize I don't care about that man. Also, it hasn't been decided whether he's a good guy or a bad guy. You have no idea. But as you're watching, it feels like every possible wrong decision just gets made. It's like when you're driving and for whatever reason you decide to ignore the GPS and make every wrong turn, convinced you're going to get to the same destination in the same amount of time.
When I heard her name was
Bradley Jackson.
Bradley Jackson.
Why? It's got a little spunk.
I even hated the names of the morning show people.
What was the one? Alex?
They were both just TV writers sounding names. What was his name?
His name is Mitch Kessler.
Mitch Kessler. That sounds like, again, it's the type of name you write. That name sounds powerful.
Hey,
Mitch Kessler.
Alex Levy and Mitch Kessler with you in the morning. How about their producer Chip Black?
Fuck yeah, little Yoma.
And I feel bad because I love Mark Duplass.
I'm freaking Chip Roy.
He plays the unpredictable network executive.
Yeah.
He's in charge of the news division, but the network.
He's on an island.
He is on an island. Yeah, how did you know? How did you know that? See, the producer doesn't like him because he's unpredictable and sends him on and has him do crazy things for the show. But the network executives, they can't control him, so he's a man on an island. But it's fun finding out what makes this guy tick. When you when you get fired from a show like that, do you think it would be realistic that in episode 5, the host that gets fired would come back to the building, past security, get all the way upstairs, into the studio, into the control room, and be allowed to give a speech to the staff asking them to support him? Do you think that that's the way it would go?
No, I don't. I think you don't come back. They don't let you in the building. Your building ID is taken away.
When you call security,
that would have been a better scene. I didn't even see that. He goes to get in, and they're like, "Your building ID."
No, he got in.
And he goes, "You know who I am."
No,
and they're like, "It doesn't matter. We can't let you in."
No. They let him in. He got in. The ID still worked, I guess.
Oh.
And then when they call security, you know how long it took security to get there?
How long? Just till the speech was finished?
You sure you didn't see it?
Yeah. Where's the safe room?
First thing they do is deactivate your ID.
No, not his. Not if it's a sexual thing.
How am I getting into the safe room?
Maybe I'll watch the morning show instead of Succession.
You gotta watch the morning show.
Same thing.
Okay.
Bradley Jackson keeps going on the air and going off book.
Of course she does.
They can't control her either.
No, I know.
And you know what the real issue is?
Yeah, she's trying to be Peter Finch.
Well, no, it's the wacky guy who's in charge of the news. He's embracing it. He's saying, go out there and do it.
Yeah, you're good. You're brave, girl.
And you know what? You know what's happening?
Brave in the media to say Trump stinks or oof.
The country's rallying behind her.
Of course. Very believable.
It is. It's like You know, I've always wondered what goes on behind the scenes at these news shows. I wonder no more.
Believe me, there will be nominations for Succession. There will be nominations for this.
I don't think there will be nominations for Morning Show.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe not.
Succession got nominations last year.
Of course,
everybody
it did.
likes
It's a great
except
show.
Of course, it did.
It should get nominations.
It win anything?
I don't know. I don't believe it won anything.
Yeah, of course, it got nominated though.
It should have gotten nominated.
Yes.
Just because The Wire didn't get nominated doesn't mean other good shows shouldn't.
No, but that's 5 years worth of mistakes. It's not like one year they should have.
Bad news for Jim.
What?
They won for outstanding writing.
Yeah, of course. Outstanding. Of course they did.
God damn it.
There's
Travis,
nothing.
keep it to yourself sometimes.
That's the only award the Wire ever won was writing.
See?
In season 5.
Yeah, five.
Because they got so much shit.
5 was a better written season, I think.
The writers.
5's the only time it becomes slightly unbelievable.
Yeah.
Season 5 is when I think it finally came into its own.
They love a Hollywood writer. Boy, they love when a Hollywood writer. They love when a role just reeks of writer.
Yeah.
And look, the writers are by and large are geniuses, and they're needed. But when they do it in a little campy way, it's like, come on.
Oh, it also won for original main title theme music.
The theme is fucking great.
The writing award was for the episode Nobody Is Ever Missing.
What happens in Nobody's Ever Missing?
I'm going to tell you.
Because I'm sure I've seen it, and I probably enjoyed it. Jim may not have.
That is episode 10 of season 1, so that might be the finale.
It was good. What's the plot?
Hang on.
You got a little synopsis?
Yeah, it's the season finale of season 1.
See, that was great. It was great. It's a great show. Patrick in New York.
Hey, guys. I want to know here, maybe Jimmy's just seeing a little bit too much of himself in this show, because, I mean, that's the quip thing with Succession. That's all Jimmy does in the show. He's great at it. Somebody says something, and he's so fast to the remark, and then I think he's just seeing himself in it, and he's realizing that it's all quips, and, you know.
You're the Roman Roy of our show.
Probably, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Fuck off! Now I'm the dead.
How'd you move from character to character so quickly?
I hate quips in show. I always said in cop buddy movies, there's a fine line between doing it right and being really funny and great, and then making me want to vomit.
Well, yeah, because I know
what I like.
And when you meet a person in real life who tries to quip all the time, like not on a radio show, but in conversation, they're the most hateable people on earth.
It's not a believable quality.
No.
That through 13 or 10 seasons, this guy has not said one thing of substance.
You mean episodes?
Sorry, yeah, one episode. Not one thing of substance. It has been nothing. No matter how big the meeting under the breath quips. Oh boy, Rachel. I've come back.
I think your judgment's been clouded.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Well,
it's 8 o'clock.
I'm surprised you have to go to the bathroom still, since you've taken a big shit all over Succession.
Yeah, maybe let's go to the bathroom. Why do they call it go to the bathroom? How come it isn't have the bathroom come to you?
Doesn't make any sense, Roman.
I'm going to be in Philadelphia tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm driving down to Helium, and I can't wait. Saturday's sold out. It's been sold out, so try for tonight, tomorrow, or Sunday if you want to come see me in Philadelphia.
It's a good thing you're not driving straight from here, because the parking lot that you usually park in is covered in tarps.
Why?
There was some kind of gas leak fire thing.
Oh.
And there's been construction all around it for 2 days.
So they're not letting people in?
No.
So people's cars are stuck?
Well, I had to get my car out on Monday, and I had to be escorted into the lot to get my car out.
Oh.
And then they made it so nobody could get in. So I don't know if it's emptied out.
Oh, okay. I was using another one anyway.
Good. And we got Dan Soder coming in, Ron Funches. Be good to see those guys again. And also, love both of them.
Vincent Pastore, who I haven't seen in a while, who's promoting SopranoCon.
Yeah, SopranoCon.
Is that this weekend coming?
Or is it in 2 weekends?
No, it's this weekend, guys.
It is.
Yeah.
Are you going to file a report?
I will be going to file a report, yes.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Fantastic. All right, we'll be right back.
BRB.
We'll be back with more Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Hi, I'm Dr. Emily Morse from Sex with Emily, and I'm here to help you up your sex game. You might be thinking you don't need any help. Well, think again. Maybe you thought a threesome was just for fantasies. You want to know once and for all if size really matters? Don't worry, I got you covered. And now you can hear me on Faction Talk, Saturday nights at 7 and Sunday nights at 10 o'clock Eastern. It's Sex with Emily for the guys, Saturday and Sunday nights on Faction Talk and on demand on SiriusXM Channel 103.
Hey everyone, it's me, Kevin Hart. I'm back.
Kevin Hart and the Plastic Cup Boys are back.
Let's make sure that we give the people what they want.
With all new shows.
2 days a week. We're going to make it do what it do.
Hear the latest from Kevin Hart on his exclusive SiriusXM show.
We're talking about putting in work, talking about your ladies and the expectations that they may have.
Wait a second, man.
Straight from the heart. Straight from the Heart with Kevin Hart, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
We're now doing 2-hour episodes, man.
SiriusXM's Laugh Out Loud Radio, Channel 96.
This holiday, Adam and Eve is not giving you 10% off and not 20% off or even 40%. Your discount is even bigger. They're giving you a whopping 50% off. But why stop there? In addition to 50% off, you also get 10 free gifts perfect for the holidays. That includes a spicy item for him, a sensuous toy for her, and something you'll both enjoy. Ooh. And 6 extra special bonus items that are sure to rev your engine, pique your curiosity, and even blow you away. And best of all, free shipping. Always delivered in discreet packaging. So rethink your holiday routine. Go to adamandeve.com and enter this station's exclusive code at checkout, DOLL, and get, you know the discount, 50% off almost any item and 10 tantalizing free gifts. That's DOLL, DOLL.
November 23rd, in an explosive pay-per-view event, Deontay Wilder faces Luis Ortiz for the heavyweight championship of the world. Devastating, destructive, and in an electrifying co-main, Leo Santa Cruz battles Miguel Flores for the super featherweight world title.
Straight left! This one is over!
Wilder Ortiz, Santa Cruz Flores, November 23rd, live on pay-per-view. Order now on the Fox Sports app.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare contracts, and in the process started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is, this never ends. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. I guarantee if we can't cancel your timeshare contract, you'll pay nothing.
Were you lied to when buying a timeshare and want out? Get the facts about timeshare cancellation. Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-771-9393. 800-771-9393. 800-771-9393.
I'm Maria Bartiromo from Fox Business. My parents lived the American dream. My father cooked in his restaurant. I was the coat check girl. Today, I'm still working the hardest I've ever worked, giving my viewers every tool I can to help them succeed.
I'm Stuart Varney from Fox Business. My first investment, traveling the world for about 5 years and ending up right here in America. Damn good investment, actually. Fox Business.
Invested in you. Listen on Channel 113.
It's getting cold again. And the best way to keep yourself warm this winter, it's 2 words. Heat holders. Heat holders makes the warmest thermal socks around. They keep your feet warmer than just ordinary socks in the coldest conditions. I wear my heat holders. They're big, cushy, comfy socks, and they keep you as warm as can be, gang. How do they do it? I say this out loud, then I read the answer. Heat holders uses a 3-stage process. Cashmere-like advanced insulating yarn. It's soft to the touch, brushed on the inside, and traps warm air closer to your skin, keeping your tootsies warmer, comfortable and dry. And what Heat Holder says it makes is the softest and most comfortable socks. They say that, it's guaranteed. It's the softest sock daddy's ever worn. Heat Holders will pamper your feet. Heat Holders also makes hats, throws, gloves, scarves, a lot more. Give someone you love heat holders for the holidays, or even someone you don't like, just because you want them to somehow feel better. Go to heatholders.com, enter the code HOLIDAY. You save 15% off your order. Get free shipping with any purchase of $25 or more. Don't freeze your butt or tootsies off this winter. Remember to go to heatholders.com. Use the code HOLIDAY. Warm up your tootsies like daddy. That's heatholders.com. Heatholders.com. Making life warmer.
Sirius XM, Channel 103. Faction Talk.
Dish Network calls their TV installers service technicians. You know why? It's their official name. But on the job, customers, they don't call them service technicians. They call them something else. They call them shut up! No way! Why? Because the service technician has just shown them something they've never seen before. It's the new Dish voice remote with the Google Assistant button. See, with Dish, you tell your remote what you want to watch and it comes on. But say the TV room is too bright or too hot, all those smart home things that you have, yeah, you can control those with your voice remote too. Dish lives to surprise people with the new technology, so they love all the no ways they've been getting. But let me tell you, yes way. Yes, all the way. Now control your TV and home with Dish. Introducing the new Dish voice remote with the Google Assistant. Dish, tuned into you. Voice functionality requires internet-connected Hopper, Google account, and compatible device. Google is a trademark of Google LLC. To learn more, dial 1-844-CALL-DISH. Visit dish.com or find a local retailer near you.
Hey, Jeff Lewis here. On my show, you'll hear me get into trouble, overshare about my personal life, and so much more. And now with Sirius XM Video, you get to see the best moments too. I've already had 2 meetings at HR, and they gave me this list of things that I'm not supposed to do. Apparently, there is a second HR complaint against me and this show. Our boss is on the line. I think we should take it real quick.
Okay, let's do it.
It's like your backstage pass to Jeff Lewis Live. Download the app or go online to see what you've been hearing with Sirius XM Video. To learn more, go to SiriusXM.com/more.
For years, you've been thinking about LASIK. You've been talking about LASIK. So now, it's finally time to get LASIK. Right now, LASIK Plus is offering LASIK starting at just $250 per eye. If you're nearsighted, farsighted, or even if you have an astigmatism, LASIK Plus can help fix your vision, starting at just $250 per eye. Our best price ever. So get rid of the daily hassles of contacts and glasses and enjoy the newfound freedom of LASIK from LASIK Plus. Call 844-343-2020 or visit LASIK250.com today and schedule your free LASIK exam. The LASIK Plus doctors are among the area's most experienced LASIK surgeons. So take advantage of this amazing LASIK Plus price today. Call 844-343-2020 or visit LASIK250.com. Results may vary. Restrictions apply. See details at LASIK250.com.
If you don't know your numbers, you don't know your business.
Meet Evan Goldberg, founder of NetSuite.
I had to learn that the hard way with my first company. That's why I started NetSuite. I needed to see everything that was going on with my business in one place. So we built the world's first cloud business system. And after 20 years, over 16,000 companies run their businesses on NetSuite. Everything you need to keep growing is in one place. Financials, HR, commerce, customer info, and more. NetSuite gives you the visibility and control you need to make smart decisions and grow with confidence. That's why companies who use NetSuite grow 3 times faster than the S&P 500.
Find out the rest of Evan's story and get your free guide titled 7 Key Strategies to Grow Your Profits at netsuite.com/sports. That's netsuite.com/sports for your free guide. 7 Key Strategies to Grow Your Profits. Go right now to netsuite.com/sports.
Look, 4 companies control over 80% of the meat industry in the United States, crushing the family farm and sticking you with sketchy meat. But together, we can fix this. I'm Lucinda, 8th-generation farmer and founder of Moink. We deliver grass-fed and grass-finished beef and lamb, pastured pork and chicken, and wild-caught Alaskan salmon direct to your door. Moink's animals are raised outdoors, and our fish swim wild in the ocean. We don't bleach our chicken like Big Ag or use antibiotics, hormones, or any other sorts of funk. With Moink, you're helping save the family farm, while your family dines like royalty.
Join the Moink movement today. Go to moinkbox.com/faction right now for free ground beef for a year. That's a pound of the finest ground beef on earth in every one of your Moink boxes for an entire year for free. Offer ends January 5th. Spelled MOINK box.com/faction. Moinkbox.com/faction.
I guarantee you'll say, oink, oink, I'm just so happy I got moinked.
Did you know that Jim Norton and Sam Roberts are on social media?
A lot worse things they could be doing, apparently. Am I right or wrong? All right, back to that.
Check them out at Jim and Sam Show on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
I really want to learn how to do all this and put up fancy pictures.
And listen to the show live Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern.
A lot of that is inappropriate content.
Well, you got to make people want to learn.
Lucky us. What a time to be alive.
What do you think, babe?
Faction Talk, Sirius XM 103. And now, Jim Norton and Sam Roberts return.
The AMAs are this weekend.
Is she allowed to do her music? I hope so.
Have you been following the real beef between Scooter Braun and Taylor Swift?
I have.
I really do feel sorry for Taylor Swift. She just hasn't had enough good fortune.
I
in
know.
her
She
life.
needs a break, this kid.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Dan Soder just walked in the room.
Hi, boys.
Danny Fizz, as he's known in most circles.
Yeah, all circles.
The Fizzle Sticks.
Yeah, the entertainment community knows him as Soda Fizz.
I don't like that you've started that, but
Dan
it has
Soda
stuck.
Fizz.
You fucking assholes.
Danny Fizz!
Taylor Swift, what a story of struggle.
I know.
It's
I know.
just-
Overcoming the odds.
She's the new Bruce Springsteen.
That's actually a good point. Yeah.
I've dubbed her that.
She's the every woman, isn't she?
I love her.
She sings for all of us that can't
She
sing.
does. Yeah, she raises us up.
She does.
Yeah.
I like her
Josh
feet.
Groban.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
Do you have a foot thing?
No, but I do. I like them. I know it sounds like I do, but occasionally I'll look at a foot that's larger than normal and go, yeah, that's kind of sexy.
I just feel like you're a guy that's explored everything. So I feel like if you find something new, now, I'm like, oh, all right, Jim's entered his foot fetish phase.
Yeah. I'm into elbow skin and foot scrapings.
Weenuses.
I like coming on collarbones. That's my new thing. I like to really shoot a nice rope on a collarbone.
Yeah, it seems like you don't have a foot fetish, but you like a big foot.
I like a nice foot, yeah. But it's not a fetish. But I think like Paris Hilton has great talons. She's like size 11.
You just like that. Oh, really? She's got some fucking boats.
Yeah, she doesn't play games.
Does that mean she has a long clit?
I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
That's
it works for both genders, yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm just doing regular guy science over here. Wondering, feet have never done anything for me.
They didn't for years for me either, so I definitely get it. You're more healthy than I am, probably. You're normal.
Or is that how I know I'm maturing? Where I'm like, ooh, it just moved in my genes for a foot.
I don't think that means I think that means you've seen so much of what there is to see that you're finding something new.
You've exhausted all healthy options.
Yeah.
I was looking for anything else. I can only come if a girl's eating goulash.
You go, Jim's into some real weird shit later in life, including women can only sit on their knees and eat, and then he comes.
Congratulations, man. I was happy for you.
Thanks, man.
You're special.
Yeah, Dan's got a new HBO special coming.
What's it called?
Son of a Gary.
And comes out when?
December 7th, 10 p.m. on HBO.
I got an email about it, but I don't know if there was a passcode. There was a reason I couldn't click on it and watch it. Maybe it was on my phone.
I don't know.
You know what? I think it might have been operator error.
That's fairly possible, yeah.
They're sending out screeners, but yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. I remember like watching Down and Dirty, like, getting high and being like, HBO, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
When you had Lemmy as a DJ.
Oh, yeah.
Al Jackson stayed at my house when he did that. Or I think he was opening for you and you were just finished Down and Dirty. And then, it was Louis Katz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Louis Katz did his fisting joke on there, I remember.
He did, right? Yeah. And then Ari Shaffir came out naked and they all got mad at him.
And that was that's crazy because that's like, Ari Shaffir coming out naked on Down and Dirty. You saw his thing before it was his thing.
Yeah. Oh, look, he's naked.
Now he just puts that floppy dick out everywhere.
He can't stop taking it out.
It's, you know what? It is a unique and big enough penis that I get why he just lets it go.
And his bag is invasive and kind of loose enough to kind of mold to any situation.
yeah. He's got chameleon bag.
Yeah, he really does.
Yeah.
He's a new show on Nickelodeon. That's what's called. Chameleon bag.
Yeah. Come on, kids, jump on my chameleon bag.
So yeah, it's our son of a Gary. I'm happy for you, man. I heard. I know Gary did one, and you're doing one. I don't know if there's anybody else. There was might have
for
been
HBO.
Yeah.
As far as our friends go, they
just you guys.
Yeah, us too, and it was pretty fucking surreal.
It's still a very prestigious thing, man. HBO special.
I feel like
it's still a true, hugely prestigious thing in comedy, man. It's still a great thing.
And I think now definitely because there's so few of them given out. Like
Very
it's not
selective.
like everybody's getting HBO deals.
Right.
Anymore.
Yeah, man. I felt like if I did a special and they put it on Netflix, I'm just a generic looking white dude. So
Right.
it would just fucking fall to the bottom of Netflix, whatever their algorithm is for generic white men. It falls. Yeah. But HBO does like 7 a year, 6 or 7 a year, and it was crazy that they're like,
it'll be on the front page of HBO Go. It'll be,
and they can. It's like Netflix in that they can watch it whenever they want now. You can just go right to that app. It's not like it has to be scheduled. They can just go watch it. So yeah, people will definitely watch it.
Yeah, some guy DM'd me and was like, "Hey man, well, does it count on HBO now?" You're like, "Yeah, man, everywhere. Once it airs on the 7th, it's everywhere." So it's fucking great.
So did you edit it? Did you go over it yourself and go through both shows?
I fucking hate it.
I know it's painful. Right?
I knew which show to use. I knew I wanted to
Late
use
Show?
Yeah, the Late Show, because it was just more fun. I just had more fun. I was more relaxed. But dude, going in the editing for a special is fucking brutal.
Isn't it weird? Like, because you comics, you get so fucking weird about, like, say a bit has like 5 jokes in it, and you're like, the first one line worked, but the second one worked better. You try to mix and match from shows, be like, why am I so stupid? My elbow was up. Fuck.
Yeah. The editor that we had working on it was fucking unbelievable. At one point, I'm like, oh man, I didn't say that word right. And then he's just clicking, and then all of a sudden, I said the word right, and I was like, how the fuck did you do that?
Yeah.
And he's like, we took an angle where your mouth wasn't moving from the second show, and we put the joke from the first
word
show.
and
Yeah, but I woke up like 4 days after I taped, and I was like, I forgot a tag. I forgot a tag. No. Yeah, that was. I didn't wake up like I did it. I woke up like I fucked up.
And now the worst part is you've done this special, which I'm sure is amazing, and you fucking shoot it, and then you have this material. So you go on the road, you got to do a couple of the jokes, and then you start improving on jokes that you've already filmed.
Man,
and you're like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, I did the stand-ups on Netflix, the half-hour specials, and I had a joke in there that I was like, oh, this is a pretty good joke. And then 2 weeks after we taped, I was like, and I just found a way better punchline. Yeah. You're like, oh god damn it, this is such a better joke.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do like a watching party when it comes out? Like, are you gonna get people around you, or are you gonna go like, I'm gonna hide
anything
under?
more humiliating than a watching party for your own shit?
Yeah, I can't fucking. I learned a lesson. I was like, oh, I'm doing this special in New York. Why don't I do an after party at the Fat Black? You know, and I'll just have comics come by when they're done at the Cellar, and we'll fucking hang. That was the dumbest shit I've ever done in my life, because I just wanted to go home. What's up, Ron?
Ron Funches is here.
What's up, buddy?
Hello, Ron.
I'm just happy that finally the wrestling fans outnumber the non-wrestling fans.
It's a wrestling fan takeover.
Wait, is Ron a wrestling fan too?
Oh, yeah, huge.
Oh, okay.
Ron had one of my favorite lines ever. We went to AEW's Double or Nothing, and we were backstage just talking, and like, you know, all the wrestlers are walking by, and Jim Ross comes around the corner, and it was Ron, myself, Dan St. Germain, Mike Lawrence, and Scott Chaplin, and we all just shut up as Jim Ross walked by, and then Ron goes, man, we're a couple of dorks. He was like
the president walked by.
Yeah, he's like, we just shut up like someone really important.
Did you guys ever see the cage match with Mick Foley?
Keep going.
Why are you trying to relate?
I like it.
I'm into wrestling.
No, but Sam, this is like when Carson Daly used to act black when like rappers would come on TRL. You know, when DMX would come on, he'd be like, "What's up, dog?
Hey, dog, what's good?
Yeah.
What's good, homie?"
Like
Like,
trying to figure out the handshake.
Shut up, Carson.
Yeah, no, I stopped watching many years ago. Although we did interview Sergeant Slaughter. Nothing is better than an old school wrestler.
Yeah.
They have nothing but great. It's like an old school actor. Fucking any actor over 60 is going to be great because they don't give a fuck anymore. They'll talk about anything.
George Hamilton, Sergeant Slaughter. They're just amazing.
I could literally take a Winnebago ride with those guys across country.
Yeah, George Hamilton just looks like a potato crisp. Just how fucking tan he's been. He looks like a what is that? A pork loin or whatever this thing?
Like a pork rind.
Pork rind. Yeah.
Didn't he used to bang Lyndon Johnson's daughter? Like these
That's
guys
crazy.
fucked everybody.
And didn't he say he had like a threesome in a jacuzzi with JFK?
Probably.
Who are any of these people?
George Hamilton. Can you bring up a picture of George Hamilton?
He's like the old white tan dude. He's
You'll
like,
know him if you see him.
Hulk Hogan?
Not close. If Hulk Hogan would have gotten to real estate, he looks just like a scummy businessman. But
I love
there. You know,
Detroit.
this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Troy just wrote. By the way, Troy just wrote George Hammond waited for Google to help him spell
right.
the last part of it.
He's been around for years, and did he have a threesome with JFK? I don't know.
I think he told us that.
He's awesome. Wouldn't he wear condoms?
He looks like it.
Yeah.
He's like 80 now. I mean, back in 1968 or whatever, guys like him and William Holden. I mean, they did. I heard Jackie used to fuck William Holden.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if that's true.
Man, he does look like George Hamilton. Looks like he tells that story while rubbing his chest hair. He goes, "I had a threesome with the president,"
and he means it.
Yeah. There were more sensual times, open times.
Isn't that amazing though that no matter what you guys accomplish, like when somebody like Jim Ross walks by you go right back to being 15 years old and you're like, oh my God, it's him.
You turn into a child. I don't usually care about anything like that. I don't know people. I don't know names. I don't know George Hamilton. I don't know most actors or actresses, but I met Mark Henry and I started dropping stuff. I started stumbling words. And I was like, I never even really enjoyed your work that much.
Yeah, you're not even one of my favorite wrestlers. You're just a wrestler.
Who's the most floored you've ever met? I'll ask both of you guys. Like, who have you met that was the most that like, fuck, this is affecting me?
The weirdest best story for me is I just got engaged last Monday.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you so
meeting your fiance with
Love lives on Jim and
Good
Sam.
answer.
Yeah. But the first person who I told besides my family in person was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's fucking unbelievable.
I would have told him before I proposed.
Yeah. Just I got engaged. Oh, hell yeah.
That's what he said.
Really? Nothing's better than love. I love love and beer.
Hope your love goes a full 60-minute.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Where'd you see Stone Cold?
He came over. I have a podcast called Getting Better. He's going to be on it in a couple. We recorded our episode.
So he went to your house to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Was that weird watching Stone Cold walk into your house?
Yeah, because he pulled up in a 93 Ford Fiesta.
God, I fucking love him. Did he hit the music?
No. As soon as he walked in the door, Ron just took a glass and threw it against the wall.
Would you guys know his music if you heard it?
100%.
Yeah, I mean, I come out. That's my walk-on music.
Oh,
is it really?
I don't know if I'd know it.
I'm such a Markovit hit. I would think he was there. I'd be like, Stone Cold's headlining instead of Ron. This is nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, Billy Joel.
The only person to ever think that.
Yeah, it's glad you may be right.
Oh my God, you may be right. He's gonna play it.
All right, for him and Stone Cold for you.
I got to meet Becky Lynch, and that was pretty crazy because she's just at the top of the game, and you're like, hey.
Oh, the wrestler, right?
Yeah, but like, Becky Lynch isn't even somebody you watch as a kid. That's like she's wrestling now. You're an adult.
Yeah, but that's still cool.
Yeah, Jesus,
I'm not saying it's not cool, but like
it still fucks you up. Also, double thing.
Okay.
She's smoking hot.
That's what I was about to say.
And
You're
she's the biggest wrestler in the world.
underestimating hotness.
Yeah.
I'll take a Chief J Strongbow over Becky Lynch any day.
Yeah, but that's in your sex life too.
Yeah.
You always love a strong bow.
What about Sam? I mean, you're in it now. You're in it.
I mean,
you work for the WWE.
You know, it was probably Stone Cold for a long time, doing Stone Cold's podcast and stuff. But when shaking hands with the Undertaker backstage, like, hey, how are you? That's it.
I'm done. I'm dumb. It was the Undertaker.
Yeah, I basically was a puddle.
Bruce Pritchard came out to some of my shows in Austin at Cap City, and then he was like, hey, do you want to watch football on Saturday? And I was like, yeah, man. It was Alabama was playing Georgia in the SEC championship game. He's like, why don't you come to my hotel and we'll watch football?
That sounds like a setup for an unpleasant experience.
I was like, all right, I'm about to get fucked.
Do you like football and nachos?
I came, but I went over to the restaurant in the hotel, and I walk in, and it's Bruce and his buddy and the Undertaker, and I was just like, fuck.
Dude, I thought he was gonna be here.
Yeah, I just sat down, and he's like, I'm Mark. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm one too.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah,
Did you talk to him the whole time?
I just tried to play cool. They were telling stories, and I just kind of sat there, and I was like,
You try to relate? Like, one time in comedy, I'm on the road too. And
No. But man, Bruce is a good dude and kept trying to throw me in. You know, he'd be like, Dan does this. And I'd be like, I'm going to shut up.
There's no way to jump into three wrestlers telling stories.
Yeah.
There's no way. Any type of fighter or athlete, when they're together telling stories, we have nothing to add.
You just sit and listen.
You got to just sit and enjoy it.
Yeah. I had a bus ride that was pretty tough one time.
Yeah, I subbed my toe at the Chuckle Hut.
Yeah, and they're like, I watched my friend bleed out on me. That's cool.
I'll tell you what was not entertaining is when Jim and I both went to hang out with Stone Cold, and Stone Cold decided he wanted to talk to Jim about UFC, and I didn't have much to add.
Did you feel so good? Did you feel like you were cucking Sam?
It was so great. I was literally cucking Sam, mentioning names I knew he wouldn't know.
Oh, Brazilian names that he'd be like, who is that?
Nogueira. Oh.
Yeah, and Stone Cold's like, oh, I like you. You fill me up way more than Sam. You fill me up so much more than Sam ever could. Look at me, Sam. Sam's like, spit in my mouth, Sam.
Sam loses his heart on after Liddell.
Yeah, Jim's not good socially, but somehow in that exact instance, he knew exactly what was happening. You'd never seen a person carry on a conversation better. It could have been weeks. It could have gone on for weeks.
He's easy to talk to, though. Steve Austin is a good guy, man. He's a really easy guy because he's such a dominating. So if you don't have anything to say, he will, and he's great.
Yeah,
I love him.
Never met the man, but I would probably say my favorite wrestler of all time.
Yeah. You've never met Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Never met Stone Cold, but he's the top for me.
Yeah, because he is like when you meet him, you're like, oh, you're Stone Cold.
Yeah,
like you're that guy.
The most jealous I've ever been of any of my friends was Sal Vulcano did a show on USA with Stone Cold, and then Raw was at the Garden, and Stone Cold came out and stunned all of the OC, and then had beers and goes, I'm not going anywhere till I can have a beer with my friend Sal Vulcano, and you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? The only way I could be more jealous is if my dad came back from the dead and was like, I'm proud of Big J. What the fuck happened?
Just get your friends together and immediately go like, we need a prank show, guys. We need to play pranks on each other.
Pull your pants down in Union Square while wearing an earpiece. I want to meet Edge. I just go for the lower level.
Oh man, but it is. Is it weird for you guys when people that like you grew up admiring and just being a fan of will come up to you and be like, oh, I saw this stand-up special. I mean, I'm sure it's ever for you too, Jim, when like a rock star is like,
I mean, you know Ozzy.
Yeah, they like a joke or a special or whatever it is.
Yeah, it is. I texted him and he texted me back. He goes, you were great in the Irish, but like the fact that he saw it in records.
Fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, it's surreal.
So you got compliments on The Irishman from Ozzy and Martin Scorsese within the same couple of weeks?
Yeah.
That's fucking unbelievable. I mean, that's got to hit you in a way.
Jumping off the balcony?
Nah,
it's not going to get any better.
Old news. It's all about the work.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to you.
But you know what? I mean, even in comedy, it's still like one of my favorite surreal moments in comedy was when I got past at the cellar and I was downstairs watching somebody, and I think it was either Jim or Colin Quinn came down and they're like, hey, come here. And I was like, what? And I didn't really talk to him. Like, come here, come upstairs. And the table, it was Jim, Keith, Colin, Rogel, and one other person. And they're like, sit down. And I sat down and like, Bobby Kelly bullies you, doesn't he? And I was sitting at the table and I was still featuring for Bobby. I was like, no. Bobby's great. Bobby's great. Takes me on the road.
You're trying to be political?
Yeah. And Colin's like, fucking tell us. He fucking bullies you, doesn't he? And Jim's like, I know he does. And Keith's like, just fucking say it. He's a bully. He's a bully. And I go like this. I just go, yeah, sometimes he can bully me. And then Bobby walks in and they go, he was just saying you're a bully. And I was like, you sons of bitches! You sons of bitches! And Bobby's like, dude, you're fucking dead! You're dead on the road! Oh man, that was the most, it was one of those moments though where, you know, I idolized Tough Crowd, and it was like a big, you know, and I loved O&A and growing up and all that. It was like just crazy to be at the table at the cellar getting your balls busted and yelled at by these guys where you're like, man, I was watching you.
You're like, this is what that is.
Yeah, it was nuts. And that's like a moment that I think comics have a lot, that we're just like, holy shit, I'm talking to Ray Romano.
Is there anything better than being made fun of by people you like or respect? Like when funny people shit on you, it's really fun.
I don't know. I like a community of support.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm with you, Sam.
Yeah.
I met Ray Romano a couple of days ago on David Spade's show, and I had just met Helen Hunt the day before. I got confused and was like, I love you and I'm mad about you.
You risered Ray Romano?
I did.
He goes, well, you know, that's not my show, but I guess I'll go fuck
that
myself.
happens to white men more
Are you kidding me? I'm such a generic white dude. It should happen. When someone's like, Sam Morril, oh, that's you. Sorry. I'm like, that's fine.
I get that all the time. They're like, Prince Andrew? I'm like, well, yeah.
Then you bumble through the answer. I don't know. It was.
I don't know why I did that.
Young butt. What's that? What did you say? That was his interview.
Where are my feet?
Oh, yes.
Did he say anything? Did Ray say anything like?
He looked at me like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. But I tried to save it.
Dude, I like the thought of angry Ray Romano. He's like, what the fuck did you say? Do I look fucking stupid? Do I look like I was in Twister?
Like that's his sensitive thing.
Yeah.
That being confused with Paul Reiser.
He just goes in his green room and throws a vase of flowers. He called me Reiser.
By the way, I love you just said, do I look like I was in Twister?
And I was like, that's the Helen Hunt.
Helen Hunt was in Twister.
It doesn't matter. But Paul Reiser was on the set. We can salvage that joke.
But Helen Hunt, mad about, you know what?
She was in the same show. I
Thank
get
you,
the
Jim.
connection.
Thanks for
she makes me want to be a better man.
It all works out.
There's a little, what was that movie with her and Nicholson?
Yeah, as good as it gets.
As good as it gets.
Yeah,
it's a great movie.
And I always remember the title of the movie because I will never forget in the trailer for it, the last line of the trailer was Jack Nicholson going, maybe this is as good as it gets.
Oh, there was an editor just jacking off to that.
And there's nothing that I hate more than the title of a movie being said in the movie.
It's awful.
So when it's in the trailer.
I like it sometimes when they were like, wow, it's time for some Star Wars.
Yeah. Or in Twister, when they looked at the camera and they go, here comes a Twister.
Hey, I'd like some fruit. Do you have a Clockwork Orange?
Luke's back. Yeah, I didn't know this would be the Return of the Jedi.
Yes.
Oh, no, they're attacking. I guess you could say the Empire struck back. Like, strikes back, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, like they're just writing lines in the script for the trailer.
Yeah. Dude, George Hamilton hung out with Elvis, too?
With everyone. He probably fucked a girl that Elvis
did.
wanted to fuck. George Hamilton was an animal.
He really was.
And he's still alive.
Look at him. Nice natural tan.
Dude, he looks like a human. He looks like a human chili cheese Frito. If they did the biop of a chili cheese Frito, I'll play it, baby. I'm tan enough.
Who's that? Who's Alana Collins on the Isle of Capri?
Oh, that just
a
sounds.
model. She was a model.
Yeah,
of course she was, right?
Wow,
of course she was. By the way, we should mention Ron Funches is here in town. A rare New York appearance from Ron Funches. He will be at Caroline's all weekend starting tonight through Saturday. You can see Ron Funches at Caroline's. Get those tickets at carolines.com. It's a very exciting time. You got Dan Soder, who's going to be on HBO on December 7th.
That's right.
Damn.
And Ron Funches at Caroline's this weekend.
Gotta watch that Dan Soder special. I watched him run that hour, and it's amazing.
Oh, thanks, man.
I'll tell you, I talked to a lot of people who went to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And they were texting me, and they were saying...
Next time.
Very negative.
Let's hope he can get on Epics. He's done at HBO.
This is the special that you ran over and over again in Edinburgh, right?
Edinburgh, yeah.
Oh, you went for a little while, right?
I went to Fringe. I did the whole thing. I did the whole
it's like a month, right?
4.5 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. You really, in the summer, realize how good American air conditioning is.
There's nothing worse than European non-air conditioning. The nerve of them.
It is to call it that.
Yeah, let's fucking talk about the bad parts of traveling through Europe.
Yeah.
Rich people shit.
Oh, we summer in Greece, you poor fucks.
You ever try to climb onto a pebble beach? You like, fucking hurts your feet.
Have you ever had a latte in the afternoon that just wasn't made right? And you're like, we're in Italy. This is truckers turning off this show right now. They're just like, dude, I've been up for 3 days.
Truckers, those big fat messes, they love air conditioning. They're with us 100%.
Oh man, it was one of the most American things that I kept doing was just complaining about how shitty the air conditioning was in the UK.
You're right. It's 2019. Get the fucking air conditioning fixed.
The buildings are old.
Get some BTUs.
Exactly.
I don't care. They can get a fucking window unit.
Yeah,
they don't even do ice water.
I know. It's fucking bullshit.
horrible.
That's one of my favorite jokes in Colin's new special, where he's like, he's like, America really is number one when it comes to towels and ice in your drinks. And he's like, you could be the prince or just some regular guy. You still only get 2 cubes in your fucking drink, and it's true. I like a lot of ice.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
I love a lot of ice.
Crushed ice, the little pebble.
Oh, the pebble one? Yeah. That's what's up.
So, Ron, you're getting married again.
Yeah,
again. How many times have you been married?
One? This will be second. Yeah.
Did you think
No.
Right.
How'd you meet her?
I met her online through Bumble. I thought she was a Russian robot.
Yeah.
She had one picture of her face dead on, and she was just came at me, and she was like, "I've been looking for a gentleman, and one has appeared." And I was like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Yeah. Sign up for my website.
Yeah.
It's always something like WeChat
Yeah.
Fun. WeChat Fun.
How great would it be if Ron was just like, well, I actually met her overseas, and we have 90 days to
Well, she's Canadian. We kind of do.
get that K1 visa.
Yeah.
What part of Canada? Is she a Southern Canadian? Like a nice Toronto?
I like an Edmonton girl.
Yeah, the Dallas of Canada? How dare you, Jim?
Yeah, she's got a bit of both. She's from Ontario, but spent a lot of time in BC.
All right. Okay. By way of BC, as they say.
And how long have you been dating?
Year and a half.
Oh, and when
That's a while, yeah.
You just thought to yourself, look, I want to make a life with this person.
Well, there's been a two minds. I'm doing better health-wise. I'm doing better, never looking better than ever. But also, I'm fully aware of the balls back of my head. So I was like, there's gonna be just so many more times I could just really just get out there and ball out of control. And this girl is like the sweetest, the hottest, and the kindest. She takes care of my son. He had eczema, and she rubbed lotion on his arms. And I'm like, I don't want to rub his scaly ass arms. So if she will, I gotta lock her up.
Yeah, you're like, I better get her into a contract now before the hair go. Yeah, it's smart.
Yes!
Very smart. Yeah.
I thought you'd understand.
Yeah, of course, 100%. I made the mistake of not doing it. I thought I'd be viable forever. No.
Like this will come back around, and it
not.
has not.
No.
What does she feel about wrestling?
History. I watched the history. I see. I don't want to end up like you guys.
I learned it from watching you.
You're looking at all these guys. Oh, look at these guys with their great careers. Miserable. That's weird.
What's your feeling on wrestling?
Mildly enjoyable.
That's all you need, right?
That's exactly what you need.
You just need a woman that's like, I'll allow it.
Yeah,
right.
Like a judge in Jeopardy, where you're like, we're gonna check the judges. All right, we're gonna allow it.
Yeah. Do you want to come to the show with me? No, I don't think I want to.
But she went to WrestleMania with me.
Exactly.
And she does stuff like that. She thinks Cody Rhodes, she loves him because he looks like a Ken doll.
Yeah.
And he does, doesn't he?
He does. He very much does.
Yeah.
And so that's like, hey,
that's all you
fine.
need.
Yeah. If you look at him, that's fine.
What was your wife's take on wrestling when you first started dating her?
She had no idea. Totally unfamiliar to it. Didn't understand it at all.
It's almost like it's like a shitty version of 50 Shades of Grey. You're like, can I show you what I'm into? He just put him through a damn table.
I just open the door and there's just wrestling action figures everywhere.
This is my room.
Toys and dolls.
Yeah.
Gonna be my wrestle buddy.
Yeah.
But very open to it. You know, in the sense that, like, okay, this is your thing, but I'm totally an opposite world from anything I've ever experienced. And now she's not a fan, quote unquote, but for somebody who's not a fan, she is more familiar with the world than most fans are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because through osmosis, she's learned everything. She's learned everything there is to learn.
I think a good partner always just is like excited that you have a passion.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter. It wouldn't matter what it was.
What is her thing? That you've kind of had to adjust to?
Ron. I love wrestling. She loves me.
She's real into me. She's real into me. I mean, she's real into like running and shit like that I've never been into. Real health conscious, and so it's just helpful for me.
Yeah.
But we're usually into a lot of the same things. She loves comedy. She's real into sitcoms, but we just watch different sitcoms. You know?
Okay.
Sure.
When you adapted from Cuddly Ron to Sexy Ron, was there any part of you that is like, I cannot lock this down? I've been waiting to be Sexy Ron for a long time. All these girls that liked me and wanted to be around me, now I can physically, offer them something.
I did that for a year.
Okay.
I did it for a year, but it got tiring. It gets tiring having the same conversation. There was a time period where I was fucking 5 girls a week, and that's just
wow. What a cocksman!
Thank you so much.
He was out there
I had
slinging
3 regulars and two randoms.
Wow, that was the quote. It's like, well, my regulars are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so every Tuesday and Thursday I have a responsibility.
I got an opening for new opportunities. opportunity.
Yeah.
Isn't the conversation more exhausting than the sex?
Yeah, when
We're
you're
just
having
like-
the same one.
Yeah.
And like, dude, did I tell this to you?
Oh man, did you ever repeat stories?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. She goes, I heard that. And you go, fuck, sorry, I thought you were Wednesday. I thought I told that.
You start the way to do it, I would think, is every Sunday you figure out what your conversation for the week is going to be, and then you run that conversation through each different
you
girl.
sharpen it up by the end of the week. You got great sex.
Friday's like,
You're Friday
this
girl.
She's like, his conversation off the charts. Monday girl's like, he was clunky. I don't think he knew where he was going. Mostly premises. Yeah, mostly premises. Fridays, you got callbacks worked in. She goes, the whole conversation wrapped up nice and tight.
So when you met this girl that you're now marrying, did you kind of know instantly, like, I think I'm going to slow down the other stuff and see what's going on here?
Not at first, unless as she always put it, I passed on her because I was in the midst of my fucking spree, and I met her, and she's very, very attractive, and I didn't know her as a person, so I was like, to the point, I'm still looking at old fat me in the mirror, going like, well, you don't want anything to do with me. You just probably like my comedy, so let's go out on a couple dates, have sex, and then
that'll be that.
That'll be that.
Yeah.
And she wasn't into that, and so I was like, see you later. I'm gonna go find some girls that are, and I did that for a few more months. But she just like,
were you guys still talking while this was happening? Staying kind of friendly. Yeah.
Exactly. And I was upfront with her, where I was just like, I'm interested in someone else. I'd never strung her along. I just was like,
I'm really trying to fuck right now.
Yeah.
And there's people willing to do that.
He goes, listen, if Monday, Wednesday, or Friday becomes available, I will reach out.
Yeah.
You're at the top of that list.
I've tried that disinterested thing, like, I'm not, and they're like, thank God, and they don't contact me again. It never works.
So you're saying the conversation of like, yeah, we're going to stop dating, but we stayed in touch. Never happened for you?
No, not at all. I pretended to be too busy, and then they're like, all right, good, and then they just fucking don't follow up.
Right. You go like, you hit him up like a month later, like, hey, what's going on? Blocked. I was blocked.
Is there anything worse than getting the green thing back? You're like, fucking piece of shit.
The green thing one, you're almost like, I want to steal your phone and unblock me.
So when did you realize you really liked her? Like this girl?
For real.
Yeah.
We went on a couple of dates. We went hiking. She went to the Comedy Store with me. But what really happened is that I just invited her over. We hung out. We played Super Nintendo for a while, and then she was like, "Show me your favorite episodes of your favorite comedy." So I showed her an episode of I Love Lucy. She showed me an episode of Golden Girls, and then she showed me an episode of Golden Girls where they watch I Love Lucy, and I was like, I like this bitch.
Yeah.
So you're playing Super Nintendo, watching I Love Lucy and the Golden Girls. At any point where you like, there's been also stuff in this millennium.
Also,
that we can enjoy as well.
Are you trying to fuck my Nana? My Nana's like, I've got a good old song. This one's
that's
called
exactly
Dixieland
right.
Jam.
For 90% of people, that's a shitty date, but it was like the best date both of us have been on in a long time.
Anyone that likes the Golden Girl, any girl that likes the Golden Girls, you got to respect her sense of humor. That's a funny show.
It is a funny show.
My grandma, that is the show that we put on that we watch, and it's just like every time I watch it, we'll just be. My grandma's 92, and I'll be watching. I go, God, this thing's well written. Every episode, you're like, fucking so many jokes.
Sharp.
Just really is. It's like bam, bam, bam. They're like, damn, Golden Girls really. I mean, Empty Nest is sloppy.
Right.
But Golden
Girls.
People miss out. People love hearing old people talk about sex and things like that. And we don't even really do that. We got to get more Golden Girls shows on TV.
I think that should be your mission, Ron. You're in entertainment. You can do that. You just keep going to pitch meetings and like, look, I'm not in the show. I'm just the creator. I'm trying to get some old women to read these sex jokes.
I think it'll work.
So you go, you enjoy your time, you're watching old shows, you're playing your Super Nintendo, and you go, I don't think I'm going to have those same conversations with all these other girls anymore.
Yeah, we didn't talk about, comedy with those girls. We didn't talk about life in general. And again, she was just real supportive of my son. And a lot of women have been like, cool with me. But we're like, we're a combination platter, me and my son.
Did you ever have a girl that you liked that wasn't into your son and you're like, man, fuck this? You know, like, that's got to be heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Not
on a
really.
level. Well, no, because you take your son's back, but at the same time, it's got to be a bummer.
Because you want her, and you're like, I wish she felt this way.
Yeah, like if this one thing were different, this would be perfect.
No, it never felt like that way. Because my son always was like, that's my jam. And so to me, that's what I loved. I was like, okay, that's why I was able to have 5 girls, because like either this is going to be very casual or are you his new mommy?
Yeah.
And so
yeah, and if a girl is perfect other than she doesn't like your son, like that's normally not an isolated thing.
No.
Like if you're dating somebody and you don't like their kid, there's part of you is a piece of shit too.
I dated somebody and she was attractive. She hated my family.
Really?
She hated them, and she said that she didn't want me associating with them.
What? What was about it?
She had a great body, though.
Oh,
that's
so
you just keep
I
coming
put
back.
them on hold.
I go, where's James for Thanksgiving? Yeah, he's not. How long did? Like, who did she meet?
No, I was just joking.
Oh, okay. God, I was hoping. I would have gotten it. I was like, yeah, dude, that makes complete sense.
Yeah. I knew he was joking because if there's anybody in the Norton family that somebody hates, it's Jim. It's not the other.
Exactly. My family is usually the saving grace. Like, they're nice people. You're garbage.
Yeah, the family feels that way about Jim. They're like, we like ourselves. It's just Jim that's the problem.
So, do you have any idea when you're going to get married or anything like that?
No real plans about that yet. Just happy to be engaged, not rushing into it.
Do you live together?
Yeah, we live together. It's dope. It's nice to, like, last time I got engaged it was because I had a 2-year-old kid, you know? So it's nice to, like, oh, I just love you. Like,
Is it a happy time?
It's very happy time.
Yeah.
I'm super into it. I spent too much money on a ring. She didn't even look at it when she said yes. I could, like, this
How
was
did
a
you
good
do it?
girl. I woke her up at, we love 11:11. We like doing that. You know what I'm talking about?
What's that?
Oh, I knew you wouldn't know.
I didn't know what that is.
You wouldn't know. You don't seem like the type. 11:11 is like, it's just with numerology, it's just like you make a wish at that time. Whenever we see it, we would just text each other, I love you. And so on November 11th, I woke her up at 11:11 p.m. I played this Ed Sheeran song, The Shape of You, that we hear everywhere we travel. We've heard it on like a steel drum. We've heard it on an accordion. We fucking hate the song, but we hear
So
it everywhere
funny.
we
It's
go.
haunting you?
It's haunting
It's
us.
your It Follows?
Yeah.
I fuck it. I think I killed a kid when I was a teenager, and it's just Ed Sheeran's song.
That's so romantic.
Yeah,
I did it wrong. I asked one girl and she said no. I woke her up 9/11 and played taps.
You know, don't forget this. Don't ever forget this.
9/11, make a wish and never forget.
I woke her up with the George W. Bush speech from Ground Zero. I go, I hear you, and someone else is going to hear you soon. And she's like, I'm fired up.
Yeah, I just had a big mission accomplished banner behind me, hoping she would say yes.
Oh, come on.
Is that a picture of the ring?
No, it's of
she's
his
beautiful,
of
man.
his lovely fiance.
Really
a
pretty.
kangaroo.
What is she? Oh, it's a kangaroo. Ah, she's gorgeous.
You're getting married to a kangaroo?
Yes.
That's incredible, Ron.
Ron is a
That's
trendsetter.
so open of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
So when she woke up, it was 11 p.m. and she was asleep.
Yeah.
She got up early for work?
No, she was just sleeping.
Oh, okay.
And so
That's a regular time that
I
people
don't know if you
get
guys know this.
to.
People go to sleep at 11
That's weird.
o'clock.
You
That's
know,
weird.
I guess they do.
That's
Yeah.
weird. That's weird to me.
Dude, I get up at 6 and I can't go to bed by 11. So I wish I could.
That's when people go to sleep.
How did you do an aggressive wake up? We're like, hey, and then she won't wake up.
I
Like,
woke her up to
fucking
the
wake
song.
up.
I woke her up to that song, and she's just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, and then I just got down and I asked her to marry me, and she just goes, "What?"
It's 11:12. You go,
Yeah.
fuck. Fuck.
Yeah, next year. Wait.
I should have done it in the morning.
I had 2 chances.
That really is, ballsy to do it at night.
Yeah.
Because the morning, you have a backup just in case it doesn't pan out.
Yeah,
But you
no.
skipped the first 11:11.
I skipped that one.
Wow, that's confidence. Had you had conversations with her previously? Like, look, I don't think I really plan on getting married again. I was married once.
Yeah, we had talked about that before, but it was just something different about her. That's what I knew. I mean, I knew months ago. I was like, wow, I love you more than I ever loved my first wife. And
Right.
I married that lady.
Yeah.
And so,
and it's different. This is supposed to be what you were supposed to do the first time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be in love and happy and not poor. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, you're going to actually
the
get to enjoy this.
first time you got married, Ed Sheeran was a child.
Yeah.
So he couldn't have wrote that song.
Yeah, this is a do-over. And I learned a lot of stuff. I know what to do, what not to do. I'm real excited about it.
Do you think you're going to have more kids?
Maybe. Why
Whoa,
not?
Why not? Enjoy it.
Yeah. How's it going for you?
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah.
More material.
Yeah.
That was part of the engagement. I was like, it's more stakes if I say my fiance.
Yeah. When Jess told me she was pregnant with her second kid, I was like, that's content. That's good.
Content.
I hope that's what you said to her with pointing at her. That's content for the show.
Just please stop doing that, Sam.
Do you want kids?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Did you ever want them?
Not really. I mean, I'm okay with it either way, but I'm 51 now. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, and plus, like, he's He's tried to impregnate a lot of the women that he's been with, and for some reason, it just won't stick.
No, not at all. Then they try it on me. It doesn't stick.
You think you're gonna settle down and have kids, Dan?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't rule it out. I wouldn't mind that. I think it'd be nice. The older I get, the less it's like you don't want those fucking conversations where you're like, "Oh, cool, that's what you do." You don't care.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
How old's your son?
My son's 16.
Oh, I thought he was young for some reason. Okay.
No, he's an old ass man.
Okay, I think he was like 7 or 8.
Grown man.
How much weight did you lose too? You lost a lot of weight then.
140 pounds.
That's incredible.
That's a 16-year-old son right there. That's a man.
about his size.
And literally, it was just through like exercise, eating right.
Yeah. Just diet, exercise. I mean, I'm gonna go in and get surgeries later to really pop it off. But for
So
now,
is that to tighten up skin and stuff like that? And when you lose that amount of weight, do you think to yourself like, well, if I'm gonna get the surgery, I need to wait a while because if I put the weight back on, God forbid, I don't have to get this surgery twice.
Yeah. I mean, mostly it's just like, let me see how much I can do on my own and then go in and finish up. And I didn't want to put it back on. I never thought about putting it back on. The harsh part now is that it's been 3 or 4 years and people see like, oh, you still, I was like, oh, you didn't fucking believe in me.
You didn't rubber band back.
What's the most you put back on? Because every time it always fluctuates a little bit.
Most I put back on is 20, 25.
And then it comes back off.
Yeah.
Did you notice health benefits like when?
No.
I'm talking about. I mean like sleeping and stuff. Because I know my friends that are super heavy. When they're really big, they can't sleep. They snore a lot.
There are no health benefits.
So get fat, everyone. I'm gonna get big.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put on 140 pounds.
Yeah, my knees stopped hurting as a 35-year-old man. That was a good thing.
I'm more like about sleep because
I had sleep apnea. I had all that shit.
And that went away.
Yeah.
It always blows my mind when I have skinny friends with sleep apnea and they get that mask.
Jim's got sleep apnea.
Did that mask change your life?
I wouldn't know. I can't wear it. I have bad sinuses. I'm claustrophobic. I have to use a mouth guard. It's horrendous.
His life is misery, Dan.
Yeah.
Does the mouth guard help you sleep?
What's that? A little bit. It stops my tongue from falling back, but it doesn't stop my central apneas. It's a whole thing.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you can sleep well and just be grateful.
I just go to bed.
Yeah, my buddy Greg Stone got a sleep apnea mask and he realized that it was like such a problem that he wasn't getting any sleep. And then he was like, the first night, he was like, I got sleep. And that's got to be fucking crazy.
Yeah, when you're just like, oh, this is what it's like.
Yeah, just
this
to wake
is what
up
people feel.
Completely recharged. And you're just like, oh, fuck.
I mean, it's probably not that different walking around 140 pounds less where you're like, oh, this is just normal. This is day to day.
When people's shoes get untied, they just bend down and tie them. I didn't know that. I thought that was just the rest of my day. My shoes are untied.
That's what it is?
Wow, that's horrible.
Oh, my God. It sucks.
We're looking at a picture of Jim in the apnea mask.
You look like Bane's dad.
Yeah. Remember to call your mom when you get home. Bane, she worries about you.
Nice.
I'm Mr. Bane.
Oh, we're a good team.
That is fucking crazy.
I just love that the apnea mask also aged Jim about 30 years.
It looks like
he's a grandpa.
The old man from Up.
Let's take a listen. Jim's giving us the skinny on how he's feeling.
I'm just trying to wear my mask and get used to it.
This looks like
you don't have to watch. This is humiliating.
This looks like the worst NASA video of all time.
I liked it though. He's sexy and wearing no shirt with it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But I keep the camera up.
I like you can see his Aussie photo in the back.
Yeah. It does. If you look at it quickly, you're like, is that your niece? Oh, that's Ozzy Osbourne. That's a young
1973 Ozzy, yeah.
There's actually no spot in Jim's house where he could do this video without at least a corner of an Ozzy photo
or
peeking
Kiss
through the background.
It's Ozzy or Kiss everywhere.
Yeah.
But it sucks, man. So people who sleep well, but if you lost weight and sleep better, that's why there's a lot of apneas people who are overweight. But when you lose 100 pounds, you fucking goes away.
How much did you lose?
I don't know, honestly. I put back on like 10 pounds, which I want to lose for the holiday, but I probably lost like 30, 35 overall.
So your plan is over the holidays to lose 10 pounds?
Lose 10 pounds right before. Because I started losing again, like eating better, and by Christmas I want to have dropped.
That's a tough time.
It is, but Thanksgiving I'll eat bad and that's it. I don't It's fine.
That's what I say. A lot of people say that, but if you focus on those days, you're like, I know when I'm gonna get it in.
Right, just the days.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like snacking on like Christmas cookies leading up.
Not having a handbag and making little sandwiches on the couch like I used to do with Hawaiian rolls.
Oh man, Hawaiian rolls! I want old Ron back. Bag of ham and some Hawaiian rolls. We'll put on a Halloween Havoc.
cheese.
Let's get fucking nuts.
We can
You
do
know what I
that.
do? I go and I buy thinly sliced turkey now, and I take almonds and I roll it up in the almond and I dip it in deli mustard.
Ew.
That's terrible.
I know.
I'm with you.
That's my snack.
Oh, that's like
That's awful.
It's not good. Occasionally a piece of cheese to treat myself. I'll break it up over 5 little rolls.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a great
That's
existence.
horrible.
I know. It is.
It'd be like if you called one of the world wars the Great War, the Second Great War.
The Second Great War.
Are you, Jim? He's like, a nice almond is a treat.
Yeah. It's a crunch in the middle of your meat snack.
Your sensible meat snack.
Yeah.
Ryan, do you miss the things that you would do for comfort like that? Like, day old turkey on a Hawaiian roll. When I say a Hawaiian roll, I mean many, many, many.
I mean, they're all
the whole
eight.
box. Yeah.
Like, do you miss the you would sit there and be like, I'm really enjoying myself doing this right now.
Of course. I miss having fun. Yeah, of course. I miss eating Philly cheesesteaks and having fucking chicken wing sundaes. Of course.
What was your best fat guy meal? Like, what was the thing where if you were like gonna fucking blow the door off the room, if you were like, let's get fucking nuts, what would you have?
I mean, probably like my lowest is I would make 2 different fast food stops. I stop and get a burrito, and then I stop at McDonald's to get some fries and some chicken McNuggets because I want to dip the fries in my burrito. And then
I love, by the way, that like McNuggets is also a side.
Yeah.
McNuggets and fries that's just something you'd have on the side.
But
But none of it feel like when you can finally shop and buy a shirt and not obsess over how awful you look in the shirt. It's like no fast food.
No,
is worth that.
I mean, I it's like the way when I describe drinking, like how I miss like a nice like room temperature shot of Jameson and a cold Budweiser.
Do you not drink anymore?
6 years, but then when I don't wake up suicidal, it feels great.
Yeah,
You're like, this is awesome.
But isn't there a middle ground between fitting into a shirt and
being an alcoholic?
I was going to say eating cold cuts rolled around almonds.
No.
There's no middle ground.
No, not for people who have addictions. No.
Thinly sliced cold cuts. A nice thinly sliced piece of
you guys like The Sopranos?
Yeah.
You guys want to hang out with Big Pussy right now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Vincent Pastore is right outside.
Great intro. You guys like TV?
Yeah, that was like an 80s commercial.
We love it! Byron Allen.
He's like, Ron, you getting married?
I miss Byron's show, though, because the way the comedians would just riff bits.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What's going on?
What's up? Benny's in the house.
How you doing? What's going on?
Vincent Pastore.
Yes.
I'll just sit here.
We had a scene together, yeah.
Welcome.
What was the name of that movie?
I don't remember either.
Did you get paid?
I think so, yeah. It wasn't much.
It was some kind of I had a scene with you in front of a grocery store.
Yeah. Yeah, we did one.
You don't remember the name of the movie?
You remember that? That's a lot of specifics to remember about the movie.
I just remember I was working with him in front of a grocery store, but I can't remember the name of the movie. What was the name of the movie?
I don't know. I never saw it.
Someone's got to IMDb this.
You were the star.
What's that?
Weren't you the star?
No, I had a partner.
All right, how do I turn this on?
It's on. You're on. We're good. You're rolling. Vincent.
Can't hear you, man.
Rob,
please.
Would you turn it up?
Could I hear you now? Turn it up a little more.
Yeah, turn it up a little more. It's Vincent Pastore, for God's sake, Rob.
Stop thumbs upping until he tells you.
Yeah, why would you give him a thumbs up?
Turn up. I got nothing here.
Plus,
man.
in your hot dog vendor hat, it's
Hold on, Rob. I hope it blows Rob's ears out.
Oh man, yeah, it's just bleeding. You just see blood go up.
Oh, all right.
Oh, he hadn't tested the headphones.
No, he didn't test the headphones.
What an
No, there we go. That's
Jesus.
good. Why would you test
He
the
didn't
headphones?
test the headphones.
I apologize. This is humiliating.
It's embarrassing.
I
Are we
apologize.
live?
Yes,
Yes,
we are.
unfortunately, we
There's
are.
no way to take this back.
You know, it's good to be back here at Sirius because I was here. I had the Wise Guy show for
that's
about
right.
5 years.
Yeah.
Stevie Van Zandt produced it. And then I think they fired us. They threw us off the air.
And then you come in here and you're like, this is what's still on Sirius, a show that can't even get their
it's good.
headphones
I'm glad you guys invited me back. But we used to bring food in the studio. We used to eat like Gavones. And Steve Blatter used to get all upset.
He's still here.
You know, that we bring all this food in. We bring guests on who would bring food.
Yeah.
So, you had Cha-Cha. You had 5 fat wise guys sitting in there.
It's also, I'm sure it's a good way to figure out, like, not only do we get paid to do a radio show, we get dinner on the house, too.
Well, I think that's why the guys showed up.
Yeah. You look thinner, too. We were just talking about weight loss. Did you lose weight? You look like you lost weight.
Actually, I'm watching. I just came back from Saudi Arabia, and I don't know. This is serious. I can tell you.
You can tell me.
Yeah, I've been shitting my brains out for 2 days.
We look fantastic.
It's really working for you.
Yeah, it is slimming on you.
Yeah, I went over there with Federico, Vince Curatola, the guys from Entourage, Kevin Dillon. We had a good time. Shatner was there, but he don't talk to people.
Shatner doesn't?
I tried to get a selfie with him. I thought he was going to ask me for $100.
So funny.
Bill. That's funny.
Are you just sitting there like Captain Kirk? I get it, but, I'm big pussy. That's something, too.
I don't think... listen, I was just sitting in the green room with Judy Collins. She don't know who I am. I was going to go say to Judy Collins, hi, I'm big pussy.
Yeah.
Who's Judy Collins?
See, you don't even know who she is.
Who is she? I don't know her.
I looked at life from both sides now.
Oh, Judy Collins.
Oh, got it.
Oh, man.
I bet there are more people.
She's right there. Look. That's her.
Vincent, I bet there are more people coming up to you on the street
than Judy Collins.
I bet there.
Yeah, she looks like Edgar Winter. I'd rather talk to you.
Yeah,
you better be nice.
I like Edgar Winter. Listen,
she's not getting ready for Judy Collins Fest anytime soon.
No.
You know
I
what
don't know. I was really nice. I didn't want to bother. I gave her a space.
It would have been funny if you left and she went, that was big pussy.
Yeah.
But she did.
What'd you say to Shatner? What did you say to Shatner?
I say, how you doing, Bill? And he said, hello. And he sits there. See, I tell you something. Like, I guess he gets a lot of money for. It was a Comic-Con out in Saudi Arabia.
It's amazing, by the way.
I'll never go back.
How come?
Because I flew out there and it wasn't bad going out. And
Did they fly you first class?
Yeah, and then I got out there, and the hotel's in the middle of the desert, and there ain't nothing to do, and they're telling you not to leave the hotel without your passport and your visa, and if you catch smoking a joint, you get 20 years.
Wow.
A joint.
I'm with
and if
you.
they catch you stealing, like from the mini bar, they cut your hand off.
Okay.
Man, they don't
you can't
fucking
drink.
Yeah, they don't mess
so
around.
I think I went through rehab for a week.
It was a boring week.
Maybe that's the way they should do rehab now, is just send you to
Send to Saudi
send people to
Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, and they're like, don't you fucking leave this thing or you're gonna...
Just imagine you think the room's all expenses paid, and you find out that doesn't mean all expenses. You get your hand cut off for it. Like, that's not.
Yeah. And
I
like
love a
you could
good-
really leave your door open and leave stuff in there, and they won't steal nothing out there.
Was there a mini bar in the hotel?
Yeah.
Was there liquor in it?
No,
Nah.
no juices, and everybody running around coming up to take a picture with us. All the girls had the veils on, so you didn't know if they were good looking or what, and you can't touch them. Can't hug them enough.
No, you're just kind of standing with your arms at your side, right?
I had my hands over my balls. I didn't want to make sure I didn't get no Me Too shit out there.
I love a good Bill Shatner story. I was on a plane. I was on a flight going somewhere, and he was on the flight.
Yeah.
And we've interviewed him a bunch, so we chatted. He was very nice. And as he's walking off, the pilot came out and tried to talk to him. And Shatner, I guess, had to go to the bathroom because the pilot's like, we've met. And Shatner goes, yes, twice. It was good to see you. And walk right by, and the pilot was so fucking embarrassed.
Yes, twice.
Oh, he was so dismissed.
But he's not the only one from Star Trek that doesn't like to meet everybody.
Like who else?
What was the guy's name from Reading Rainbow?
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton. So I was at Comic-Con with Jim in San Diego.
Yeah.
And we were just at some event. We were covering it for Sirius, the whole thing. Jim, like you said, you know him from a movie. Jim's a somebody.
Jimmy's somebody.
Yeah.
I like to take a photo with someone.
He's as big as Judy Collins.
Jim and Judy Collins battling for supremacy.
That's right.
So Jim sees LeVar Burton walk into this room, and it was actually a William Shatner event. LeVar Burton comes in, and Jim walks right up to him. He goes, "Hey, LeVar Burton, you mind taking a photo?" And Jim, what did LeVar Burton say?
He goes, a little later, let me complete this mission first.
Like he was still...
This fucking asshole talked to me in Star Trek words.
He walks away.
First of all, I didn't care about Star. I knew you from Roots, asshole.
Right.
I don't watch Star Trek.
Kunta Kinte?
Yes.
Kunta Kinte.
So
That made his career.
Yeah.
Jim and I decided to now we're on the hunt. Like if this is how you're going to treat Jim.
Yeah.
So first we got the satisfaction of watching him approach the stage
when Shatner was on.
Waved to Shatner like, "Hey, call me up. I'm here. We were on the same show." And Shatner basically treated him like he treated you, like he treated the pilot. He's brushed him off.
That new Star Trek, Shatner didn't give a fuck about the new Star Trek. It was great.
So he brushed off LeVar Burton. So LeVar went to this other area, and we caught him taking photos with a couple of girls.
Okay.
Which is a different
So
scenario.
now you're like, it's green light. Let's get Jim a picture.
I bet he wasn't charging them $100 a picture.
Nope. So Jim walks over. He's right next to the girls, and as soon as LeVar Burton is done taking a photo with the girls, Jim goes, "Oh, and we'll do one more, LeVar." And he just puts his arm around him, and the face on LeVar Burton.
He didn't want to do it
in this
He didn't want to
photo,
take a picture with it.
Yeah.
So where's his career now, man? He ain't at Soprano Cons with me next week.
No, he's not. Good plug.
No?
Awesome.
Oh,
Yes.
I'll get my plugs in today.
I don't
man.
blame you. I would go to that if I was in town. I wish I wasn't away. I would love to go to
Well, we could tape it and send you a tape.
Please do.
Yeah, we could. No, Soprano Con is going to be pretty cool. I think like every actor that's ever been on that show that had a line, one line. Like I had a Russian who went up in the trees.
Yeah, who disappeared into the forest.
Yeah, he's going to be there, and the horse is going to be there. Mile Pie.
Pie oh my.
Pie oh my.
That's great.
Dude, that's so great if they lead it in and they go, "Ladies and gentlemen,
no.
pie oh my."
Yeah, but
This
it's the
is
burned version.
crazy,
Yeah.
man. You know what happened is
Big Pussy's jealous because Pio Mai's line
he's
is
gonna
longer.
get-
Like,
No.
what the?
No, really. You don't know how I felt in Saudi Arabia that the kid from the guy from Walking Dead, he had a line around the corner.
Yeah.
And I had like two people in front of me with veils.
What's worse? I did a signing one time, and fucking, I was between Willie Randolph and Bow Wow. I had two people. Everybody wanted for the baseball player or Bow Wow. No one gave a fuck about
you.
it. It's humiliating.
It really is bad.
That's great, though.
And it's
Hindsight,
bad,
it's
too,
great.
When
Yeah.
they come up with these cons, like they got to buy a ticket, and they turn the ticket into you, and you sign them a picture. Like they would come around like every hour to collect my tickets, and I would give them like one.
They got both hands out. You're like, nah, it's just.
Can you put it on the pile?
Yeah, you know. But then I found out that the people in Saudi Arabia really don't have Sopranos. They're into Game of Thrones, and that guy had a long line. You
Sword.
know?
It's because of the swords.
It's
Swords-
because of
swords go-
swords?
swords go
Right.
over
Yeah,
there.
they-
That makes
why would they
sense.
want to watch Sopranos
Yeah,
over
they
there?
thought Game of
you
Thrones
know?
was too liberal with criminals.
They thought the sex was too consensual.
But I'm glad I went over there. I really, really looking forward to Plug this weekend because
Yeah.
I'm going to hang out in Jersey, man. You know,
Where is it?
At the
Meadowlands.
I would absolutely go to that.
yeah.
Not even ironically, because I love the show so much.
Well, you know what? You want to come? I'll put you on.
I
the
won't
guest
be
list.
there. I would love to. Thank you. But
I
I'll
would
be
put
away.
you on. I'm not comping nobody.
Yeah.
You know, and then like the sauce, I was, I got the sauce coming out too.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have a display there, but ain't nobody getting no free
No
sauce.
samples.
No, man, that's just not the way it goes anymore. Man, I used to have a club back in the 80s in New Rochelle, New York, and I'd have a
New York
band
City.
playing, you know, and I have to pay the band, right? So
Yeah.
everybody come to the door and they say, "Oh, I'm with Vinny." So my stupid doorman would let everybody in. I go up to him at the end of the night, "Give me the money for the band," and he would collect nothing. He said, "They all dropped your name." I said, "Yeah, they all dropped my name, but now how am I going to pay the band?" And I went broke.
What kind of club was it? What kind of club?
At a rock and roll club.
Oh, I didn't know
About
that.
5 years.
Where in New Rochelle was it?
Why, you from where?
Westchester, the Bestchester.
I grew up in New Rochelle. I had my
So did
club on Center Avenue. It was called the Crazy Horse between 80 and 85. Some of the legends that came in, there was Steven Tyler, Darrell Hall, David Ruffin, Eddie Kendricks, Buck Dorman, who's also known as Ronnie from, what's his name? Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh, I don't
Hey,
know.
you don't know
I
that
know
kind of
Burning
music?
for You, and I Blue Oyster there and Scene. That's the end of my fucking Blue
We had a lot
Oyster cult
of,
knowledge.
we had a lot of good bands coming in there.
And you can keep it open.
Huh?
You couldn't keep the club open?
Nah, I lost it after 5 years.
Oh, 5 years is a good
You want
run.
to know
though.
why?
Yeah.
We were bad boys, man.
What happened?
I had to chase Steven Tyler out of there many times, so you imagine what we were doing in there.
What was going on?
Down in the cellar?
Uh-huh.
I don't want to say that. Steven
Was somebody doing coke?
A lot of white shit.
Did you partake?
Did I partake?
Yeah.
I wonder if my daughter's listening.
She's not.
She's
It's
not.
a
I
pay
don't think
channel.
so, yeah.
My daughter's got money.
Oh, okay, that's right.
What are you talking about? I don't pay for my Sirius. You
get it for free?
Steve Leach takes care of me, man. I'm an alumni.
Now that you've said that, they're going to yank it.
Yeah, do they know they fired you and they're still giving you the free
They didn't fire me. Let's get this story straight. Cha-Cha said something real bad, very offensive on the radio, and then they said, that's it.
Really?
Right. And I'm not saying what he said on the...
What's
on
it? No,
the-
we'd like to stay on the air.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying what he said, but he said something. Bladder come running in, and that's it.
Wow. Really? That fast? They just came in like, you're fucking done.
He said something really... Cha-Cha was crazy.
But why did he dump him? Why not just dump him and why all of you?
Well, it's it's like we were stuck together. It's like you guys, right?
If he
like
said
got rid of you,
I don't know. I'm not.
We could burn this whole thing down and walk away from it.
It's you and you. This is your show.
It's our show, but if Jim, were fired, it'd be my show. So
if Jimmy got fired, then you wouldn't say I'm going with Jimmy.
What? I'm sitting here trying to get Jim to say offensive.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He leads him to water. Just the horse won't drink.
Yeah, I've been fighting for this chair for a long time. There's only one
looking
more
at
left
you,
to go.
And I'm trying to remember the name of that movie we shot in Connecticut.
I'll think of it at the end.
I want to know now.
Travis, what was it?
It was just a comedy.
Pitching Tents.
Pitching Tents.
Pitching Tents.
Oh,
Bada bing. And you never saw it?
No.
But
That
there was a
sounds
great
like a
scene
bad movie.
between you and I.
I enjoyed seeing you. Yeah, I don't watch
It's
anything.
on my
I do.
reel.
It doesn't sound good.
It does sound like a
sound
movie.
good.
The name of that movie does sound like something you would forget.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, it wasn't pitching.
It's nothing
Tents.
against the movie. I just don't watch anything that I do. I don't like
No, I
watching
don't either.
things.
I don't
Wait, are you going to
either.
watch The
I don't.
Irishman?
Yeah.
I've seen that. I
Are
watched
you
some
in The
stuff.
Irishman, Jim?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, I play Hoffa. No, I'm kidding. I have a very small scene. I play
How
Rickles.
come you're in it and I couldn't get a job for Marty?
Did you try?
I don't understand that.
It was weird.
Italian, man.
I know, but I sat down with Marty and they offered me. I didn't audition. They just offered me to play Rickles. It's a very small nightclub scene.
Oh, well, you know what? I would cast you as Don Rickles because you look like the guy.
Thank you. Yeah, but Marty watched a couple of my specials and he goes, "You can do it."
And your friendship with Bob didn't hurt, right?
That helped.
Well,
He's
you connected with De Niro?
Yeah, he helped me get in. I think.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know.
Did you try to get on the Irishman?
I tried. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I really don't. I don't know what happened. So I was like upset for a while. So I'm not going to go to see the movie, but the reviews are so great.
It's really great.
I'm going to go see this movie.
It's funny when you're like, yeah, fuck that movie. Oh,
yeah,
man,
I was really upset. It's like when I got whacked on The Sopranos.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it for a while.
Yeah.
And everybody kept calling me to see what's going on. See what's going on. I said, I won't watch it. And then I got caught up, and I got over that.
And you kept coming back. It's really
As a ghost, but not as much as he promised me.
But you were. Who promised you?
David Chase. He says, "Listen, we're going to get rid of you, but you're going to come back."
Well, then he found that robotic fish, and they said, "We don't need you
We don't
anymore.
need
We'll
him
just
no
do the
more.
fish."
Let the fish.
How did you find out you were getting whacked? Did you get just the script, or did they call you and be like,
no,
hey?
this is a great story. What happened is after we shot the pilot and they said we got picked up, then we knocked off 13 episodes. And then they aired the 13 episodes. And David went to France because he made a lot of money. He didn't write the season 2 yet. He comes back. It's all over the internet. Where's Pussy? What happened to Pussy? Is Pussy a rat? He calls me up. He says, you're up all over the internet. I didn't even know what the internet was. He says, so here's the deal. We're going to go into the second season. I'm going to write you real strong. You're going to be a rat and we're going to kill you.
Okay, so he told you before.
Yeah.
But you're like, that's not the greatest news in the world.
No, because I had a 7-year contract. And I only lasted 2. So if you think you got a permanent job here, he's going to get rid of you.
You know what the thing is, though? That's you. Even though you were killed, you're still one of the most recognizable names in the show. So it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, even though money-wise, you'd probably rather do more.
Well, Jimmy, do you think it's because of my nickname Big Pussy, or do you think it's because I was a pretty good actor? I want the truth.
Absolutely the nickname. No, I think no, it's both. Because Big Pussy is such a unique name, and you were so good in it. It was such a. It was, and
You're saying you believed him as a big pussy.
That's what made that show. When they fucking killed you, people were like, "This show doesn't fuck around."
Yeah, look at my life now. I'm selling tomato sauce. It just came out yesterday too.
What's it
I
called?
wanted to call it Big Pussy's Puttanesca sauce.
Right.
They said no.
What are you calling it?
Then I said, what about Big Pussy's marijuana sauce? They said no. So it's Vinny Pastor's marinara sauce.
Can you put Big Pussy on things like, or would they
I got
say?
a band. It's called Big Pussy's Gangster Squad.
Has HBO or anybody come after you and gone?
Come after me for
That's
that.
our IP.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
man.
okay, well.
You know, let me ask you something. Isn't there a joint that run around Ruby Tuesdays? Wasn't that a Rolling Stones song?
True.
I don't see Mick Jagger trying to get any money out of that.
You hear that? You hear that, Mick? Go get your money.
Because he doesn't consider it food.
You know, Big Pussy was somebody's name in Newark, real wise guy, and I don't think they have the trademark to Big Pussy.
Yeah,
right.
How do you feel about the prequel that they're making, the Sopranos prequel?
I'm pretty excited about it. I met the kid who played me. He actually had to come up to my house and hang out with me for a while.
You should have done things that were totally unlike you just to fuck him up for the role.
He goes, "You'll notice I'm always eating grapes." And he goes, "I didn't notice that." He goes, "I always eat grapes."
But you know what he asked me? He asked me who Lachlan LaRue was. Do you know who Lachlan LaRue?
Yeah, Richard Pryor loved him. He was a Western star from like the 40s and the 50s.
I only know it because Harvey Keitel's line in Pulp Fiction where he goes, "Can you keep your spurs from jangling, Lachlan LaRue?"
Yeah.
when they're getting rid of the body.
By the way, I love that because I know there's somebody out there listening that was on board with Ron Funches and myself that remember a very low tier WCW wrestler from the late 90s.
Lash LaRue?
Lash LaRue. He was from Louisiana.
That's where that name comes from.
Really?
Yeah.
That's where the name comes from. Yeah, he was a cowboy figure. Yep.
Yeah, I had no idea. All I knew was the guy on Nitro.
And then John, the guy from the Love and Spoonful.
Cena.
No.
Just more wrestling stuff for these guys.
Yeah.
John Cena's an actor.
Yeah.
He is an actor.
He's a wrestler too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he started wrestling. Yeah, that's right.
Is he going to be at Soprano Con? They got everybody else.
I don't know. There are a lot of
Why
people.
don't you get your own booth? I'll take care of you. I know you need the money, so you can.
I definitely do need the money.
Sell some pictures. Sell your pitching tents DVD.
No, I mean, I really would go to that. And
do you look at the guest list there and go like, I don't think this person was even on the show? There's so many people here.
It's pretty weird. I think they really go to the bottom of the barrel. They're bringing everybody.
Well, Dominic Chianese is going to be there. That's a great one.
They got all the main people, but I think what they wanted to do is just get as many people in there that were on the show. So you said you were on the show?
No.
He was on Pitching Tents.
In the film, we did that scene together.
Did you ever do a Soprano episode?
I did not, unfortunately.
He did not.
You did?
Yeah, several.
What'd you do on The Sopranos?
No, I just watched it a lot. I was a kid at that point.
Do you do stand-up?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Ron Funches.
And what's your name?
I'm Dan.
But I know you. I've seen you on cable or something.
He's on Billions.
That makes sense.
And he has an HBO special.
You have Billions?
Yeah. I don't have it, but
you
I'm
know my
on
friend Arthur Escarella? He's on Billions.
Yeah, he's fucking great.
He's one of my dear friends.
He's great. He's got some live stories. He used to be NYPD.
Right.
He was a murder detective.
And then he and I did security work.
Yeah.
You know,
he had stories like in between takes where you're just like, they like call us to set, and I'd be like, fuck the scene. I want to finish this story.
We both started out in the 90s. I feel like I'm interviewing him. I'm sorry.
Fine. I love it.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to lay back.
This is surreal.
It's just that I miss Sirius. I love talking. We used to have
Ron
3-hour
Funches
shows.
is on TV too, you know.
What do you do?
Random acting, some comedy.
What shows have you been on?
Undateable on NBC.
Undateable was huge. He was a voice in the Trolls movie. The kids love Trolls. His voice is in my house all the time.
I was a voice in Shark Tale.
Trolls money.
You know, my granddaughter said she wants to know how I got my voice into the octopus. Grandpa, how'd you do that?
Does it bother you when people talk about their favorite season of The Sopranos and it's not season 1 or 2?
Well, I don't know of one person who said their favorite season wasn't season 1.
That's a great point.
Come on. I mean, what did they do after I was dead? They were looking for storylines like a horse's head and a gay guy with a pool cue up his booty. They were really deeping down, man.
Did you go through a period of time where you were cynical, where you were watching this guy? This show sucks now.
No, that show doesn't suck.
You always knew it was amazing.
Come on.
Yeah.
By the way, Vincent Curatolo, is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Johnny Sacks.
He's so goddamn good. I'm watching through the series again.
Yeah.
He's so
He's
good.
a great actor.
It's the best show of all time.
It's the way he yells at the end with that one last line where he screams. What a great actor.
Yeah, there are a lot of great. Joey Pantaleone.
Yeah.
Wonderful actor.
Great character.
You know.
Richie Aprile. The guy who played Richie, I don't know his real name.
David Paval.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be there. I think they're flying him in from California.
What about the dog that Chris crushed? Is that is the dog going to be?
He must have crawled under me.
I'm so annoyed that I won't be there because there's so many of those guys I've never met.
How great was it when Christopher was trying to write movies and he found out that they give you free swag bags when you're nominated for an award, so they just try to steal it from like old actresses.
Lauren Bacall.
Lauren Bacall. Gift bag
So this is a funny story. Chris had his theater company back for a while, and he used to have these fundraisers, and he had a fundraiser uptown somewhere, and there's Lauren Bacall, and she was there, and the way I just saw Judy Collins, and I was in awe, and I looked at Lauren Bacall, and I said, "Can I hug Bogey's wife?" She didn't dig that at all.
Oh no! Did she hug you?
Yeah, but I think she skeeved me.
She wasn't.
I hung her, all right, okay.
Can I hug Bogey's wife?
Yeah, that's Bogey and Bacall, man.
So you like meeting all the fans at Sopranos Con?
Am I tired of it? Is that the right way you wanted to say the question?
Try to be
I went to Australia. 7 cities in Australia.
Yeah.
I just did Saudi Arabia. Now I'm doing Jersey. I'm glad it's Jersey. I hope to see people, their faces at least, But am I tired of it? I could get nasty after about signing autographs for an hour.
How many goddamn box sets do I need to sign?
Hey, what airline did you fly to Saudi Arabia? Because I want to go. Saudi.
Yeah, they'll take that. They frisked me 3 times.
Oh, it's Saudi Airlines it's called?
Yeah, they went. I think they wanted, grab my nuts. It was just too much.
Was it a good airline?
I don't know. I had the shits coming all the way back.
Did you really?
How
long of a flight is that?
11 to 13 hours. But Kevin Dillon went through London, and then he had a layover. And I said, "Would you go that way?" He says, "Well, I don't want to ride Saudi Airlines." See?
Yeah, I wouldn't. How was the first class? Was it a big booth or was it like
first class? Oh, well, Vince was in first class. Johnny Sacks. Me, I was in business, and Federico was in coach.
Oh.
How did he get first class? Or maybe it was the amount of episodes or something?
I don't know.
Who's doing your negotiation for you?
I don't know.
Negotiating.
Federico played
Furio.
Yeah,
he'll be
Furio's in coach?
Furio was in coach.
That's got to be a weird.
He was a little pissed off, too.
Yeah, because but whoever he's sitting next to is
he was sitting next to his wife, but she was pissed off more than him.
That's even worse.
She was upset.
You up in the first class, you get a B under your hat.
That was good. Do you have any big pussy imitations?
I don't do impressions. I just do all
you never saw none of my episodes, that's why.
You never saw it.
Say not in the face.
What?
Not in the face.
I've said that before.
Oh, man. This show is rated X?
Yeah.
Wow.
Were you wanting to sit down like that, reaching for that fucking, when you know you're about to get, is that good?
Oh, the reach. Yeah.
The reach, sit down tone.
Right.
Oh, but one of my great regrets, I've said this on the show, I never met Gandolfini, and him and David Chase were doing something here, and I was writing for something I had to do, and I wanted to come back in the afternoon and meet him, and then he died, and I always regret not coming back and meeting James Gandolfini. Yeah, man, he's one. I never got to meet him.
He's the best, man.
He was, right?
Yeah, he was a great guy.
I heard that when he had to do a scene where he was cranky or in a shit mood, he would put like a pebble in his shoe. Did you hear that, or is that not true?
Yeah, well, some actors did that.
Yeah.
I know Michael Badalucco was under practice. We were doing a movie, and he gets shot by John Turturro, and then he has to run into the social club and say, "I'm bleeding." So he put a clip, one of those clips done on the movies, those clips. He put it on his stomach all day, man.
Why?
Just so he could feel pain.
Oh,
then there was another guy in the same movie. This guy Mike, he gets shot by Stanley Tucci, and he's laying on the ground, and they're doing a close up. He said, "Vinny, come over here. They're about to give me my close up. I want you to hit me." I said, "What?" He says, "Hit me, and then we're going to say action." So I start smacking him around and smacking him around. Action. They zoomed in. He said, "Thanks," because he wanted to have that look. He just got beat up. So Dennis Farina, God bless him. He's come up and he says, "Listen, I'm doing my dead scene next week. Make sure you're on the set." So they brought me in because Dennis wanted me on the set, and he says, "Go get Vinny." And I go up, and he's about to get shot in this butcher shop on Elizabeth Street, and he says, "Okay, hit me." And I'm looking at him. He says, "Get the fuck out of here! What do you think I'm like that?"
Some guys need that method, or
that's a method type thing. They want you to hit them.
Did you tell anybody? When you knew at the beginning of the season that the season was going to end with Pussy getting whacked, did you tell anybody in your life, like, "No, I'm just doing this season and I'm out"?
I told my brother-in-law, and my brother-in-law said, "Loose lips sink ships."
Man, like
that's what he told me.
It was one of the biggest surprises. One of my great joys in life was
to see me get shot.
Oh, Sam, what type of talk is that for a
Come
guest?
on, he is a guest.
Sam just doesn't like pussy.
That's not true. It's one of my favorite things. No, my wife hadn't seen The Sopranos, and this was a few years ago.
Yeah.
But it was long after The Sopranos was off the air, and she hadn't seen it, and so I started from the beginning and did a rewatch with her.
Yeah.
And like after the first season or whatever, I go, Jess, who do you think's going to make it to the end? And she said, well, obviously Tony makes it to the end. I was like, yeah. She was like,
star.
Obviously Pussy makes it to the end. I was like, right. And I'm like, I get to watch somebody who doesn't know this is coming. I get to see that reaction again. And you should have, the shock.
Yeah.
When I get shot.
When you go out on that boat, Jess is going like, no. And I mean,
was he going stupid? Yeah. Fuck, you know they're gonna kill him. Well, what happened is that HBO wouldn't reveal the ending. TV Guide, nothing. So I live on City Island, and HBO said the Daily News and the New York Post want to come and watch television with you. So I'm sitting there watching the show with this girl I was seeing, and I got the press with me, and I get whacked, and they ran out. And it was in the paper the next day, big pussy whacked. You know, it was
I mean, that was literally front page news. What was going on this television show.
And that was also before social media and Twitter, where if something happened on TV, it was water cooler talk.
Yeah,
like
it was on Monday.
Everyone's like at work on Monday, like, did you watch The Sopranos?
Yeah, and you had to.
Yeah.
Hey, was there a thing? Didn't they shoot that in '97 and then the show started in '90? Wasn't there a 2-year gap after the pilot was shot?
Yeah.
That's amazing to me.
We did the pilot, then there was a gap, then we did 13 episodes, and then they aired it. But we started work 97, 98, and they didn't air it till 2020.
Yeah.
2000.
Yeah.
Right.
2020 is next year.
I didn't smoke no weed yet today.
What's her name going to be there? Jamie. I never met Jamie.
Jamie Lynn?
Yeah.
I just did the the VH1, the VM1 awards with her. You don't know
VMA Awards?
Yeah. Yeah. Me and her and Drea, we gave Jonas Brothers an award.
Hey,
that was funny. Did you see that?
No, but
How come you don't
Jonas
watch
Brother.
You're not a fan of mine?
I love it. I love everything you do.
We wouldn't have invited you.
I know, but he knows you're on. And
I mostly like when he wore.
Yeah, you were. You liked it, right?
I love the Jonas Brothers.
You don't look like somebody likes the Jonas Brothers.
Don't
man.
judge me.
You're a hip hop man. You're Ice-T and all that stuff, man.
Ice-T.
By now, you're a
Jesus Christ, how old are you?
Ron, you're a Law and Order
Ice-T's
guy.
a good rapper, man.
Ice-T's delicious.
Yeah,
That's true.
Ice-T's delicious. Vanilla T, what's his name? Vanilla Ice? He's another. But he's a one-hit wonder, right?
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice. Yeah.
That's what I should do. Instead of tomato sauce, I should make ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. The big pussy's ice cream. There's a hair and everything.
Well, there's different flavors, man.
You just call it Lick Big Pussy.
Different flavors.
Like big pussy.
Big
There
Pussy.
you go.
Right.
That's great.
Come
Different
on.
flavors, all terrible.
Right. I was going to open up a club in Bourbon Street. Really, I had backers and everything.
Yeah.
It's just called Big Pussies, and you don't know if it's a strip joint, if it's a rock. It's just called Big Pussies.
And maybe it's all of the above.
Right. Strip joint with rock and roll music.
There you
And
go.
I give you a job.
Please.
Yes, just doing stand up.
I hope it is strip club.
Did you know Frank Vincent when he was in a band? Did you know? Because him and Pesci played.
That's what how it
they
started.
knew each other.
Yeah, actually, Kathy Moriarty was on the phone with me the other night. Pesci and Frankie had a band, and they used to play on Sundays up in Mount Vernon, a place called Hoops.
I told you Westchester's the best Chester.
Yeah, and they used to have like these gong shows and contests, and that's where they met Kathy, and they brought Kathy into the movie Raging Bull.
Oh, they got her in?
She was 17 years old.
Wow.
She was supposed to be younger even. She was supposed to be like 15.
Yeah.
15-year-old girl. We're going to take her. The
And
Cobra
she got
Cabana.
nominated for Academy Award.
That's right.
First thing out of the gate, man.
That's right. I didn't realize she was only 17.
But Frank Vincent, God bless Frank, man.
He was
had
great.
some career.
He did, right?
You know how Jim knew about the playing in the band together? It's a story that he picked up when he was talking to them when he was talking to Joe Pesci on the set of The Irishman.
So you talked to Joe?
At the end, quickly. I didn't bother him.
What did he say to you?
He just told me, he just rubbed my jacket. He goes, hey, man, you're really funny.
Yeah.
And
You look like Pesci. But no, you look like Don Rickles.
A little bit, yeah. I put a few pounds on to try to do it. But he just touched my jacket. It made him sad because he was, Frank had a jacket like that. Like it kind of reminded him of Frank Vincent.
See, these are the experiences he had on the set.
Yeah, they were very close, yeah. But it's always good when I can bring back somebody passed away and I can really remind somebody of that instead of a film.
Yeah.
That's great.
You're a good memory.
Thank you.
Right.
He had great experiences on the set of The Irishman.
It was really good. It was only one day, but fuck, it was fun.
How much you get paid?
That's a real question. You're asking the real question.
It was,
I want to know.
Yeah, what was it?
750,000.
Get out of here!
Nice.
No, when you got Netflix money to throw around,
whatever scale is, whatever it's 1,000 for the day, whatever the scale pay is what I got. Like,
were you in the same scene with Little Steven? He played. Who did he play? He played Jerry Vale.
No, my scene is with Pesci and Bob and
Sebastian
and
Maniscalco.
Sebastian plays Joey Gallo and yeah.
When he says Bob, he's talking about Robert De Niro.
So why did Sebastian, who don't know shit about acting, gets to play Joey Gallo, and I'm on fucking Sirius Radio trying to sell tomato sauce?
Well,
it's a great question.
He did look like him, and he was actually really good. He was in another film too.
What the fuck is going on with my life here?
Another film. Vincent Pastore is a legend of the acting
Big
world.
pussy libs,
Big
man.
pussy.
But he was good.
Forget
Sebastian
about
was
this
good.
pitch intense.
Look,
Yeah, one of the
agree
most
with you.
iconic television characters of all time.
That's right.
Well, who do I side with? Big Pussy or the guy who can put me on stage in an arena?
Who?
I'm Team Sebastian.
Yeah.
No, he was actually really good.
No, Sebastian's a good guy.
And he played Joey Gallo, but they said Bobby Cannavale was supposed to play him at first, and then they
What
switched.
part did Bobby play?
I forget the name of it. It was like an old. I don't know. I don't remember the name of his character.
You know, Jim got invited to the premiere. That's how he got to see it.
It was hard though.
Don't get me upset.
It was a lot of work. I almost couldn't.
You
go
know,
to the
my
premiere.
picture was on Marty's desk. That's how far I got.
Really?
It was on Marty's desk. And he
Oh
must have
wow!
said, nah, fuck
I
him. I'm
saw
gonna
that. It
get
had a
Jim.
coffee stain on it.
Oh,
Well, look, it was a lot of work getting to the premiere, though. It wasn't like I was just. It was
Did they
hard.
send you a limo too?
No. We took a taxi. It was.
Listen,
it
you
was
work
hard.
for me, I'll send you a limo, town car.
All right.
Yeah.
When you showed up to the premiere, did you not know how to go? Were you like, do I go down the red carpet?
I got in the red carpet because of a security guy from Netflix knew who I was and let me
He did
in.
the fucking red carpet.
He did the. You know, there's a picture somewhere.
Were you his date?
I was.
He was, yeah. I don't.
And I know. I saw
It
the
was good
pictures being taken.
It was good promo for this show, though. Maybe you got a couple of listeners after that.
There's a picture of Jim sticking his ugly mug right next to Scorsese, Keitel, De Niro, Pacino, the whole group shot. Sebastian Maniscalco,
Dominic Lombardozzi, who was amazing.
Dominic's great. He put a lot of makeup on. Dominic's from Arthur Avenue.
He's so good.
Great guy.
And Jim gets to be in that picture with all of them.
I don't know where that picture is. I haven't seen it. There's one video someone took of me saying hello to Scorsese when Keitel, but it was just a.
And wait till you hear this.
$1,000 to Getty Images, and you could probably get it.
Yeah, I want to find the one that but no, nobody will post the one that I'm in. They post the one of the 5 major people, not the one with the whole cast when they're all shuffling up and I put my face in.
Vincent, and I only say this not to get you upset, but because I feel like we're friends now.
We are friends.
Good. This week,
Scorsese
did Jimmy Kimmel's late night show, Jimmy Kimmel Live.
I watched it.
At the end of the interview,
Scorsese
name dropped Jim Norton as the person who played Don Rickles.
Well, Kimmel started it.
But Scorsese goes, yeah, we got Norton.
That Norton.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about Ken Norton, the boxer.
He does play a
That
Norton.
Oh, yeah, he did drop your name. Bada bing, man.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
It's big time for Jim
That's
right
right.
now.
That's right. I'm glad I'm sitting next to you, man. You know? But I have bad news because I know all about this because, I'm with SIG. I got elected to the national board. You ain't getting no residuals, brother. Unless they change the ruling with Netflix and Hulu and stuff.
I don't think so.
You ain't getting no residuals.
I don't think so. It's funny. I make so little money off residuals because I don't have that many
I
projects.
thought you just meant in show business.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying even less in residuals. This is not a lot to be made for me.
Well, look, You're very busy.
Are you guys sticking around?
Yeah.
I got. Where you going? I gotta go. I'm gonna do. I'm doing a '50s show.
Go smoke. Let's go smoke weed.
I already did.
Okay.
5 o'clock this morning.
Wow, wake and bake
early.
You did wake and bake for real.
Yeah.
I'm waiting until after this.
No, I have a condition, and my doctor said keep smoking pot, and you'll live a lot longer. I swear to God.
Really?
Your doctor's the coolest dude in the world.
Because no, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm battling cancer, and my PSA is really down. And he said, "What are you doing? You're in great shape." I said, "I smoke weed every morning." He said, "Keep doing it." I said, "Well, give me a prescription." And he says, "It ain't legal in New York." So I got to go over to George Washington Bridge and go pick up dope over there like I'm a drug dealer.
Oh no.
Yeah, you got man. That sucks.
I should have told people that they're gonna follow me now.
Are you gonna be okay? I didn't know you had cancer. You all right?
No, I beat it. But the whole thing
okay.
is my PSA level is really, really down. Listen, I don't want to encourage marijuana here, but,
it's good.
But we're talking about the source, and I got a phone call. I'm serious. I got a phone call from California, and they want to market Big Pussy's marijuana sauce. They are serious about it.
I'm on board.
we were way on board.
I'll put your picture on the label,
Please.
bro.
Before you go,
just send me a case of it.
Free.
Before you go, we should mention,
What?
because we've been talking about Sopranos so much, you were on 2 of my favorite television shows of all time, not just one. Sopranos,
Yeah.
Shark Tank.
A Shark Tank?
You
with
were
the
on the Shark Tank.
Broccoli Wad?
With the Broccoli
Yeah,
Wad.
that guy was a thief. I hope he's listening, man.
Tell me about it, because you go on Shark Tank,
Yeah.
and you have this money clip called
Yeah.
the Broccoli Wad. I
Right.
believe Barbara Corcoran invested.
She wanted to invest.
and she
then-
never invested anything.
Right. Well,
Right.
she wanted to hump me. That's why.
So, our producer, Travis, said she seemed thirsty to him.
She was all over my bod, man. That was before
great.
I lost my Pisha leak. I'm in good, I was when I was, I don't want to talk about that now.
Okay, no, we're in mixed company.
I didn't lose my Pisha leak.
Oh, all right.
But
I don't know why I went down that road.
So the Broccoli Wad.
The Broccoli Wad, as soon as we walked out, I'm walking down Venice Beach with this guy. He says, I'm not going to do the deal with Barbara. I said, what? He said, I just wanted camera time. And no way you could buy that Broccoli Wad now?
Where?
$1.99 in a flea market.
Oh, my God.
So he blew it. So let's hope the sauce don't end up like that.
Yeah. Well, you got to go on Shark Tank and try to get another deal, and this time actually do the deal.
I think we should go on Shark Tank with the sauce. Will you come on with me?
I'm ready. I'll be your Uncle
You see,
Jemima for it.
listen. That's true, man. I don't see no black people on jars of tomato sauce. What's that about?
Time.
Yeah. Come on, man.
2020, kick the door down.
Black people like tomato
It's
sauce.
about time, man. Let's be politically correct,
Right.
man. How many times have you had like spaghetti with good marinara sauce?
Oh,
your
I
life.
love it. Yeah.
Can you imagine we get Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill and Ron Funches on a bucket of tomato
That's
sauce?
it,
This
man.
could be amazing.
That's it.
2020 is going to be amazing.
That's it.
Well, everybody get out to Sopranos Con. Anybody who's local, if you're
Yeah.
not local, fly in because it's the place to be this weekend.
And tease Furio about flying coach.
Meadowlands Expo Center. It's this Saturday and this Sunday. You get all the info at sopranoscon.com. Vincent Pastore, you are a delight.
I'm glad I'm up here again. You guys broke my cherry. It's good to be back. If you run it to Steve Blatter, tell him I want my job back.
Let's take a quick break and we're going to come back with
Be right
Dan
back.
and Ron.
We'll be back with more Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Hi, this is Chris from Coldplay.
Their new album, Everyday Life, is almost here, and Chris Martin is taking you through it every hour, personally introducing you to the new music.
The main feeling of the album is about how I really think of us as one big family on Earth.
Coldplay, all weekend, starting tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, on the Spectrum, where classic rock meets new rock. Channel 28.
How about that for aggressive? It's Thursday Night Football on Fox, NFL Network, and streaming on Amazon Prime. What a throw! The fight for the AFC South is on Fox. Indianapolis looks to slow down one of the premier playmakers in the league, Deshaun Watson, in a battle for first place. Colts, Texans. Thursday Night Football on Fox, NFL Network, and streaming on Prime Video.
Talking about erectile dysfunction isn't easy. Usually we just brush it off or blame ourselves, saying things like, I lost my mojo. But with Roman, It's easy to talk about it with a real doctor who can prescribe real medication. It's simple, safe, and totally discreet. With Roman, you can get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for ED, all from the comfort and privacy of your home. The doctor will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, Roman will ship it to you with free 2-day shipping. The whole process is straightforward and discreet. Getting started is simple. Just go to GetRoman.com/Teft and complete an online visit. Erectile dysfunction used to be tough to tackle, but now there's Roman. Complete an online visit today to connect with a doctor and take care of it. Just go to GetRoman.com/Teft to get a free online visit and free 2-day shipping. GetRoman.com/Teft.
Do you know the last time you replaced your toothbrush? I didn't. I also had no idea how long I was really brushing until I got a Quip electric toothbrush. Quip was designed to fix the habits most of us get wrong when brushing our teeth, with sensitive vibrations and a built-in timer that guide a 2-minute clean. To keep your bristles fresh, Quip delivers brush heads every 3 months for just $5 with free shipping. You can take Quip everywhere using its slim cover that mounts to mirrors at home and slides over your bristles when you're on the go. It's no wonder this electric toothbrush earned a seal of acceptance from the American Dental Association, was named one of Time's best inventions, and has thousands of 5-star reviews. Quip starts at $25 and is guaranteed for life with a refill plan. Sign up now at getquip.com/factiontalk, and you'll get your first refill pack free with a Quip electric toothbrush plan. That's your first refill pack free at getquip.com/factiontalk. Getquip.com/factiontalk.
Do you hate that uncomfortable balls in a vice feeling you get from your jeans? Well, there's finally a solution, and it's called Muggsy Jeans. Muggsy Jeans are the most comfortable men's jeans ever made. Muggsy's high-tech fabrics make their jeans literally feel as comfortable as sweatpants. Plus, they come in a stylish fit, so you look even better than you feel. And with Muggsy's free shipping and returns, your comfort is 100% guaranteed. Do your balls a favor, grab your own pair at Muggsy.com. That's MUGSY.com, and use code XM to get $10 off.
Faction Talk, Sirius XM 103 is the home of Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Mornings.
Contart, that sounds like my nickname in high school.
So clever. Cavino and Rich at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Are you serious? Yes. And that's the truth, brother.
Bennington at 2.
I could live like a vampire easily.
The Jason Ellis Show every day at 5 p.m.
Being unprofessional is my profession.
Sometimes I feel like I'm about to say something professional, and then I tell that person to shut up and go home.
Listen to Faction Talk on demand anytime with the Sirius XM app.
Oh, it's that time of year. It's that time that everybody seems to be having a sale. Whether Black Friday, Cyber Monday, pre-holiday sales. But you know who's not having a sale? Steven Singer. That's right. Not having a sale. Why? Because at Steven Singer Jewelers, they give you a great price every day. Steven Singer says you don't need a coupon, you don't need a code, you don't need a special day. Steven Singer only has one price. There's never a sale. There's never a discount. And Steven says you're never going to have to negotiate or worry if the guy next to you got a better price. According to Steven Singer, every piece of jewelry has one perfect price for everyone, and it's backed up by the best guarantee in the business. Plus, fast and free shipping both ways, free returns, and a 100%, 100-day full money-back guarantee. Visit Steven Singer at the other corner of 8th and Walnut in Philly by phone 1-888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER or online at IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven Singer Jewelers, one place, one price.
And now, Jim Norton and Sam Roberts return.
Boy, oh boy, welcome back. How much fun was Big Pussy?
I love Vinny Pastoria. It was great.
If I was in town this weekend, I would probably try to get out
100% with no irony.
Too.
I would go and meet those guys who I love. I love that show. I love all of them.
I just want to see
Fiorio.
By the way, I love that Ron was absolutely legit trying to pitch that he goes and smokes weed with Big Pussy.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't like a joke.
No, he meant it.
No.
That was a shoot.
That
was a shoot.
Yeah, it was a work shoot, but it was a shoot.
I know, for sure.
You never know unless you ask. That's how I smoked weed with Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, my God. I mean, what a legend. Ron Funches is here. He's at Caroline's tonight through Saturday.
Yep.
Carolines.com if you want to see him. He's not in New York all that often, so take advantage of it.
Hilarious stand-up.
So goddamn funny.
Our friend Dan Soder. It's a big time to be Dan Soder.
Yep.
December 7th at 10 p.m. Son of a Gary premieres on HBO.
Dan Soder's HBO special. One of the few guys that can pull off Showtime and HBO at the same time.
People are like, did Showtime have a problem with HBO doing an HBO special? I was like, we didn't ask them.
Yeah.
You don't get an HBO special and you go, Showtime, can I please?
May I please?
Fucking sign that contract.
They're fighting over who has to take them.
Yeah, they're like, we tried to give them to fucking National Geographic, but no one would.
Yeah, Dan Soder is quickly becoming the king of premium cable.
I'm trying to get them all. I'm trying to collect them all.
You got to get on the Shy next.
Done.
Yeah.
That's such a good thing, HBO special, man. It's so great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I was really happy for you when I heard
Thanks.
it. It's funny.
It's the perfect place for you.
Yeah, I hope people dig it.
Hope there's no salty language.
There's a lot of real zesty talk.
You know, I saw Sam Morril was very excited, our buddy Sam, because
why?
Apparently they're talking about actually doing this Joker sequel.
Well, doing more than that. Todd Phillips, I read an article, is looking to do more origin stories for the DC universe.
See, origin stories I'd be okay with, but I felt like the Joker movie doesn't lend itself to a sequel the way it is.
His scene in the bathroom that I found out how they did that was one of my favorite scenes.
Which scene in the bathroom?
When he does that really weird, after he shoots those guys, he does that really weird dance with that great music.
Mm-hmm.
It's so bizarre.
With like the shoulders up. And
they said they didn't know what to do there. And this made me kind of like Joaquin Phoenix. And that there was a crew of 250 people waiting while he's talking to Todd Phillips about what to do in this scene after he shoots these people. And then they say he just started doing that weird dance. And Todd Phillips goes, that's it. We'll do that.
Yeah.
So I kind of love him for that.
Yeah.
Man, and they brought back Gary Glitter, which coming down the stairs.
What a great fucking scene that was. And a great man.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gary Glitter, doing the Lord's work. But you, when he's coming down the stairs, you saw it in the trailer and stuff, and it was obviously all over the place where you knew he did the dancing. But then when you're in the middle of watching the movie and then you just hear the dan dan dan, I was like, this is fucking perfect. How are you going to put pedophiles music in a movie?
And I also love that, like, the week that the movie came out, the news also broke. Hey, just so everybody knows, Gary Glitter sold the rights to that song.
He's
not
money.
making money off the song.
funny.
We can watch the movie.
But it is funny how it's such a good song. Everybody knows he's a kid fucker, and they're like, as long as he's not getting money, we have to enjoy the song.
Yeah.
It's
especially for a murderous psychopath that's going to kill a guy on TV. It's
Yeah, he would enjoy
great
it.
song.
I thought that the De Niro scene was a little too long. They gave him too much there, but again, that's my only criticism of the film. It was a little too much. I didn't need to hear all of the rant.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's still great.
I liked it. It made $1 billion.
Yeah, which is
set
again
some kind of record
underperformed.
even for.
Oh, sorry, my off base.
I like Big Studio Jim.
Yeah.
We kind of wanted more.
Highest grossing R-rated something or other. It set some record when it
I
hit
shouldn't
$1
have
billion.
turned that movie down. Stupid mistake.
What role did you have? The midget?
No, that's really hurtful. No, it's not the role I had.
Oh, what role was
It was
it?
a role they didn't do. They wanted me to play his friend who kind of hangs out with him the whole film.
Bob? From the Tim Burton version?
You, Bob.
Are my number one.
You're my number one man, Bob.
Guy.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, I'm like was reading about them possibly doing a sequel yesterday, and like I said, I mean, I don't see how they're going to make it work, but this one was so good, I have full faith. I'm not going in cynical, but I really want to. I just wish
What can they do that's better though, man?
I wish they would put it out on digital already. I know it's like just getting out of theaters now, but I really want to go home and watch it.
I do too. I want to sit home and enjoy it. I want to relax.
It was great when Greer popped up, when Greer Barnes.
I don't remember Greer. They said Greer and Brian Callen. I know is in there. I didn't see him.
Brian Callen's putting his makeup on. It's the scene where it's when he gets fired and he comes back to clean out his locker. Greer Barnes turns around to say something. He's at the table playing cards, and Brian Callen's putting on makeup.
Oh, good for Greer.
Yeah.
And Brian, good for them.
Yeah.
And Sam Morril and Gary Goldman had a really nice part in the club.
Yeah, it was great. It was cool seeing that.
Yeah, it was
And
awesome.
then someone had a great tweet where they were like, the Joker went crazy because he had to follow Sam Morril. That's great.
I'm using it as a credit, even though I wasn't in it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
why not?
Joker, and they're like, and then you see who's really faking comedy. Where they're like, Jim, I loved you in the Joker.
No, but then they're like, you were in the Joker. I said, no, I am a Joker.
Do you put your hands down and fists at your side when you say that? I am a Joker.
I am a Joker.
I want to see him. I want to see him do. I know they're doing a Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Fucking Batman! Enough!
I didn't know Jim was a real life Batman villain.
You're a real ass villain.
I can't stand it.
Sick of the Batman. Batman cleaning up these streets. We and the Batman.
I just can't take these fucking origins. This was a great one.
Yeah.
I cannot fucking take this cocksucker comic book world where it's the same story over and over. We get it. You were wronged.
Well, they got Paul Dano playing the Riddler.
Oh.
Right. You know,
but
which
I don't know if it's an origin story. I think it's just.
You know what I really felt bad about? And I talked about it on the air when there was rumors that Jonah Hill was going to be in it.
Yeah.
And literally, Penguin was trending on Twitter. There was no news that said he was going to play the Penguin. It's just when people found out that he was going to be possibly in the movie, everybody assumed it was to play the Penguin. And I said, poor Jonah Hill. He doesn't need that.
He'd be a good penguin.
Ron's right. He would be an excellent penguin.
Look, he would be a good
It'd
penguin.
be weird if they're like, Jonah Hill's going to play Bane. And you're like, I don't really know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Jonah Hill didn't do well on the. He's on the audition. He was like, no, fuck off.
I wish you didn't have that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Hey, look who's back.
Fuck off.
Vincent Pastore. We got sauce.
Vincent Pastore marinara sauce.
$10 and you got to pay $20.
All right, deal.
Okay. Look at
Thanks,
that.
Vinny.
Can I Venmo
Thanks,
you?
pal.
Thank you.
I
Look,
couldn't
it's
fly
made
back with it anyway.
It's got my name on it. Look at that. Vinny Pastore's Italian marinara sauce. Now, if I take it's autographed. If I use the sauce and save the jar.
Oh, it is autographed. I didn't
does
even
it
see
still
that.
retain the value?
You should have dropped it and gone, I don't eat snitches food.
You're
Sorry.
a tattletale.
Yeah,
Sorry, Vinny.
fuck you.
I don't eat rat food.
Yeah, sorry. I'm on Tony's team.
I didn't. Thanks for saying that, Sam. I didn't even see that it was signed.
But can you open it and eat the sauce and then just save the jar?
Yeah, just fill it with red water.
You probably should clean it out.
Wait, are you already trying to resell it?
Yeah.
It's a collectible.
Oh my
I'm
God.
figuring out where on my shelf it's
You're
gonna go.
plugged in way too hard with the ringside people. Just reselling stuff.
I have a bottle of vodka that was a Skullhead vodka that Dan Aykroyd signed, which I still have the vodka, and it's great.
He signed the bottle?
He signed the fucking skull, yeah.
That's pretty
It's a cool looking bottle, too.
It is, yeah. That's why I saved it. Because I don't drink alcohol.
Yeah, I know.
Good for you.
Guy who takes a stand.
Yeah. You sit there and you look at that Dan Aykroyd vodka in your house going, I should do it. I should just open the skull
One
up
more
and
fucking Blues
one
Brothers.
more drink. They all want to see me dead anyway.
You want to bust this ghost?
I'm one broken relationship away from Dr. Detroiting it up.
Have you haven't seen Dr. Sleep, have you?
I want to see it.
No,
so
I do
I
too.
have zero.
Everybody's saying
zero
it's really
interest
good.
in a
I don't know what
Kevorkian.
that is.
Yes.
Dr. Sleep is the sequel to The Shining with Danny Torrance as a
doctor.
Is a grown man now.
I don't think anyone else caught it, but I like the Kevorkian
That's all right. It
reference.
wasn't a great joke. It was just I couldn't think of a worse doctor than Sleep.
I want to
I
see
want to
it.
see Dr. Sleep for the issues we discussed
Oh,
earlier.
apnea.
It's good-natured, Jim.
It is. I like
yeah,
it.
no, Dr. Sleep, I have zero desire. I have no desire to see this.
Yeah, I would like
looks
to see
awful.
it because everybody says it's great.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
You know,
everybody's saying it.
Is that what the reviews are saying?
Yes, nobody's going to see it, but everybody who is seeing it is saying it's great.
Do you have to see the first one? No, I'm not even kidding. Do you have to?
I think
see The Shining?
absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but you've seen it. What difference does it make?
I'm saying for people in general, not me,
Oh, that's
not
good.
moi.
I want to go see Knives Out, so that's good to see. 97.
Yeah, Knives Out is supposed to be good, and then all this Dan Aykroyd talk. They're doing they're making Ghostbusters now. Ghostbusters 2020.
no, they're not.
Yeah,
Another franchise I hate.
Why do you hate the
Yeah, why do you hate
Ghostbusters?
I never liked it. That fucking dumb marshmallow thing.
His name's Stay Puft Marshmallow,
You know
man.
what?
Have a little
There
respect.
was moments of it that were, I like all those. I just come on.
You know, what I just realized it's a generational thing.
Sorry.
I don't like it.
How great was Animal House?
Okay.
Overrated.
You started to do that? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, The Apartment is a good one.
Yeah. Guys, remember Bachelor Party?
Yeah.
I'm a much bigger fan of Hollywood Nights. No, fuck off.
What?
Oh, come on, look.
I was making a joke.
All right, so I think that, Hollywood Nights with Robert Wool, Tony Danza's first, I think Michelle Pfeiffer's first movie, very, very
better than Ghostbusters.
Oh, I was comparing it to Animal House. Yeah, I didn't love Ghost. It was okay. I mean, I didn't hate Ghostbusters. I saw it probably in the fucking drive-in when I was a kid. I hopped the fence and saw it. I just never loved it.
Yeah. It always bummed me out when you find out Eddie Murphy was originally supposed to be in it.
I did not know that as well.
I didn't know that.
Ernie Hudson's role?
Yeah, Ernie Hudson's role.
Wow.
And then that might be a
too
rumor.
small of a part for Eddie.
Yeah,
Murphy.
Is that
but
why
the
you
rumor?
didn't
The
do it?
rumor was supposed to be John Belushi and Eddie Murphy.
The sequel?
No, in the original. Are you just looking for drops? I'm just looking at Sam.
Because there was didn't I pull a button from the interview that Prince Andrew did?
Oh, yeah. You wanted something for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I have one.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Oh, yes.
Then I was trying to figure out what this one was.
I'm not quite sure why I'm here or what I'm doing.
That was the town hall woman.
That's great.
I don't know why I'm here or what I'm doing. Well, listen, Dan Soder. I'm so glad you're here with us. The great Dan Soder, one of our favorites. Son of a Gary, his HBO special.
Yeah.
Premieres Saturday, December 7th at 10 p.m. You can share it with anybody in your life that has abandonment issues, whatever you need to do.
Let it in.
Let it in. It's going to be great.
In.
But if you're sitting there going like, what am I supposed to do? I'm here. I'm in New York.
Yeah, December 7th is too far away.
I'm trying to laugh. What am I supposed to do?
I can't wait that long to laugh.
I need
my
some
fix.
Comedy.
You can drive to Philly tonight and see him. Oh,
shut your goddamn mouth.
I apologize about Ron. I'm sorry.
It's selfish. What
I
you did.
apologize.
It's very selfish.
I didn't mean it to be about
Caroline's is right on Broadway.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. But if there's too much traffic, drive to Philly.
That's
selfish.
God damn it.
Selfish.
Yeah, Ron Funch is tonight, tomorrow, Saturday at Caroline's here in New York.
Hilarious.
If you're here, if you're in Philly, tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, Saturday's sold out. You can come see me at Helium.
Fuck yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys both. And thanks to Vinny Pastore.
Yeah.